Hello, everybody, and welcome into episode 38 as we listen to the bot jump in and out. We are still sponsored by Martin Mancini. Not sure when the fifth book is coming, but we are excited for it.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure to like, subscribe, share, do the thing. We're stuck at 27 subscribers. We need help.
Please.
Is the music coming through for anybody else?
Not at all.
No.
What the hell,
Nope.
bot?
No.
Who messed with my bot, huh? Which one of you lovely mother flippers messed with my bot?
You?
No.
Wasn't me, man.
I don't touch the bot. I have YouTube Premium. I just listen to YouTube music and I'm good.
And I haven't
This-
touched the bot since
This could work. All right.
your Pathfinder game.
All right.
There it is.
There it is.
Minerva, you doing okay? And always, Kevin McLeod. That's where music comes from.
Well,
Go check him out. Always good.
Alright, good. It is being picked up. Just making sure OBS isn't... I have to worry a little bit about OBS's functionality after I almost killed OBS.
Oh god, yeah, I get that.
I tried to stream the DLC for Elden Ring, and it almost melted my PC. It forced a hard reset, and it was very angry with me.
I bet.
It was a great 45-minute stream. I got nothing accomplished, and I died to the same enemy 15 times in a row.
That's the best part.
I died to the enemy 15 times in a row, and then I ran off and died to another enemy another 6 times in a row, and that's what everybody got to watch before it died.
I mean, that sounds like FromSoft games in a nutshell.
Pretty much.
Alrighty. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing all right?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm okay.
Today, we have a question.
And no.
What?
He's doing okay.
Today, we have a question from one of our loyal fans, Thundercloud. And their question, I'm going to tweak it just a little bit because they didn't give me any specifications on this. If you could be any class-based race, so any race in the game of D&D, in the real world, what would you pick and what would you do in the real world as that race? I'll give you all a few moments to think about it as I'm looking for something, and once I find it, I'll pick on you guys. Jesus, I didn't know you were that high level. I don't know. Throw that up. Nah, we're not gonna. This ain't supposed to be a bloodbath. Alrighty. Y'all have enough time to think? Y'all got it all locked in?
Yep.
Good. Alrighty. Alrighty. I'm gonna close out everything real quick so I can get us into the actual game. That way I'm not distracted by anything as I ask these questions. And plot for y'all's demise. First up on the chop block for the questionnaire, Space Trucker.
Human.
You pick a human. Okay. What would you do?
Dude, in our world, would you want to be anything else?
What would you do?
Same thing I already do.
Okay.
Work and regret it.
Easy cop-out question. Got it. Mayor.
I would play a changeling because then I could do whatever I want whenever the hell I want. Can't get in because I'm not the right person. Now I'm the right person. Go fuck yourself. The only thing I don't like is I live to be about 300 years old. as of Thursday, I've had to come to terms with being 26. So that's a big negative.
Happy birthday, by the way.
Thanks.
Oh, happy birthday.
I'm not too far behind you. Alrighty. Sheepy sheep.
Yes. I'm personally kind of at a coin toss between Tabaxi or Knoll. Knoll mainly both reasons because I want to live out the dream of being a New England cryptid.
Okay. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
I mean that works. That's a great answer.
Chaos.
I mean, if I could tweak the lifespan a little bit,
Nope.
Bugbear Boxer.
Nope. No tweaking lifespan.
I don't know if you'd be allowed
Alright.
to be a boxer. I think they'd ban you.
Too long of arms, dude.
Why not?
We
Because
just
your arms.
oh.
I think you guys are all missing the point. If you're anything other than human, they're going to immediately detain you and do
quit
things
the
to you.
fun.
So
It's
Okay,
hypothetical.
That's why I'm being that's why I chose to live my life as a fucking cryptid trucker.
don't try and ruin this for us, Trucker. Come on.
What's the
Let's
matter,
have
bud?
fun.
You okay?
it's not my fault this fucking world sucks.
I know it sucks, but let us dream. Are you okay, bud?
Also, I'm glad I muted myself earlier because there was a massive thunderstorm while I was clearing my throat.
Okay.
Jesus.
All right,
Dumbo.
fine. I'll go with a less
No,
Boring
it's
answer.
fine. I just want to make sure you're okay.
Warforged, and I'd probably be a mechanic.
Oh, you can be a mechanic, but I can't be a boxer, huh?
yeah, because
I wouldn't even want to like.
there's not any kind of like, hey, this guy's cheating.
I just got naturally long arms, motherfucker. Ah! Flip in, bitch. Ah!
Well, that's the thing. The sort of association, the sports associations would have to spend years writing rules around making making it a fair fight. I think that's where what everyone's kind of complaining
All right,
about.
fine. I'll do orc then and be a boxer. Then I can still have fun punching people's faces in.
Yeah. Yeah. You get all the girls.
Same
without
problem,
fighting.
dude.
You get no. He could just be like, "Look, I just got a skin condition. Don't you like my underbite?" Call it a day.
Oh yeah, half orc. The moment you knock me out. I'm back in the game, up.
Alrighty. Mary, you want to give us that recap? Hello?
Mayor?
Am I still here?
I think we lost Mayor.
No. Fuck. Dang it. We need him.
I mean,
All
I
of
have
our-
OBS.
All of
What?
our answers are gone.
Ah,
There. Are you here?
Yeah, I just stuck off to go to the bathroom. I thought y'all would be talking.
No. I
You were-
was saying, you want to do that? You want to do the intro? No.
Oh, you want me to do the Top Gear recap already?
Yeah. Top tier recap, buddy boy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I just needed to go to the bathroom. I thought you guys would be talking.
Oh.
No, I cut it short because I wanted to get into this.
All right, I apologize for this one. This one is pretty much incoherent because boy howdy was I sick and tired. But here we go. In last week's episode, Lucian loses his father, Dazzle Booper flips out, Deimos offers his services, and Gelram meets a lady, and Hoax takes charge, which I have no idea why I wrote that. I have no clue at all.
Yeah.
I don't know. That one got away from me. I was very, very, very tired and very, very, very sick.
You make the recaps, not me.
I should have taken the week off.
Yeah. Maybe you should have.
Oh well.
Yes. You're gonna say something?
I just said oh well.
So, we start this lovely day with a morning breakfast with everyone out there. Hoax, you were the first one to get down there, as you want to make sure you do your job and inspect the little crate that's there, the box of sorts.
Yep.
When you get down there, the box is inside the line, but it's no longer a box. It's now a perfectly cylindrical, spherical wooden ball. And people slowly start making their way down into the dining room. Gold Tussle starts slowly bringing out the food as everyone's up for breakfast. And everybody kind of stops, takes notice of the ball as you're inspecting it, and they kind of just sit down and don't say anything. More or less just curious as what happened.
Greatly appreciate somebody taking the liberties of bastardizing the rules of the crate. This is very interesting. I like the ball.
You see some people nodding, some people like, all right, yeah. A lot of people look confused, like, who did that?
Now, if that ball would have happened to roll out of its confines, that'd be a problem.
Some people nod, like, yeah.
Mr. Taliesin?
Yes, yeah, what do you need?
I got you a present, and I will pull out the portable hole and try to dump out that giant skull.
It goes ka-chunk on the floor. I guess you can't really like dump it out. You more have to like set it down and pull it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, you see him like he like casts a little spell, and you see like it begins to float. He's like, okay, I'll give this to my office in a minute. And yeah, he'll walk off with the floating disc, moving the skull.
Very good, very good.
Right.
What do you chuckle fucks do though?
Lucian's gonna get some breakfast and sit down with a pleased little smile on his face.
Yeah, Dazzleboober will get some breakfast too. Why not?
Yeah.
Cease the noise making. This is breakfast time, not merriment time.
I'm sorry, I can't help it. I finally did that job my patron needed me to do, and I've just been giddy ever since.
Oh, great. If your
Isn't that
patron
right, Brenda?
is your patron paying? We need money.
Hey, Brenda, do we get paid?
No, we're working on a union to get paid though.
There's your answer.
You are not looking very good as runner-up to next month's Employee of the Month, as I gesture over my shoulder at the Employee of the Month poster.
You see a few people kind of like cock their eyebrows. You hear a couple of mumbling and mutterings. You catch like, who's Alan? Why don't they have a picture of him? It's just
Wait.
the name.
Well, there is a picture of a coffin.
You hear one person go, wait, is a dead guy the Employee of the Month? What the hell?
No. Alan lives in a coffin.
Do we got a vampire?
Wait,
Wait.
is that on that thing that you had me watch with you? With you? That
The thing in the basement?
yes.
Yeah, that's Alan. Alan lives in the basement in a coffin. Off block does not like Alan.
You all see off block like fervently shaking his head, no, no like.
Mm. I mean, didn't you like touch it and it didn't like something happen when you touched it? Touched Alan?
Yeah, Alan told me not to do that no more. So, nobody's to touch Alan. He's got a thing about that.
Wait. I think I'm losing something
It
here.
spoke.
No, it did not speak. Well, it did say one word. It said, whatever the gnome's name would have been.
Yeah, Glenn.
Yeah, it would have said the gnome's name, and that was it. Because if anybody remembers from this episode that just came out Saturday, we had to redo that 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Besides saying the name of the gnome, which I forget and don't care to remember.
It was interesting. That's for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, it didn't say anything but the name.
Anywho, so do we have any plans involving, any plans for, trying to rescue Millie?
Nope. I figure we just do the games and be polite in our meeting with the governor and see what happens. You can't fail if you don't make a plan.
Not sure that's how that works, mate.
I'm sorry. The logic makes sense on that one.
Oh, well then you weren't paying attention to Alan, Mr. Damos. Do you think Alan had a plan when he went in and did what he had to do? No, sir. He just went in and did it. His plan was just to do. So as long as we don't plan, nobody can guess our plan and screw it up.
Helps.
Is this
Still not sure that's how that
what
works.
they call winging it?
Yes. How many plans have we made, and how well have they gone?
None. And we've made no plans whatsoever.
And look where we're at.
I mean, you guys practically just dragged me along while I was getting cake.
And look where you are now. Are you going to argue with me that all of you are somehow less successful than when you were a few months ago?
That's debatable. I
Well,
mean,
a few months ago, my mother was alive, so
Okay, did I kill your mother with my inability to make a plan and stick to it?
no.
Well, there you go.
Anyway, I'll join a game or two if you got. I'll try to join a game, but it'll probably just be small fry.
so like what I'm doing, I got myself a fight scheduled. Just some small fry stuff, bare knuckle, but it ought to be fun.
I'm joining the naval battle. I'm going all in.
Oh, aren't you something special?
Not, not particularly. Depends on who you ask.
Just don't drown, will ya?
Hooks just kind of looks down at himself like, I'm okay.
I'll need to prepare myself Hey, Taliesin, have the training mannequins been fixed yet?
Allison's not there, remember? He left.
Oh.
We didn't have the money for that. I don't think that's going to be back up and running for a little while.
It is not. You need more cash.
Alright. Like, which is odd because he definitely could have had a good majority of it since I paid him like 100 platinum.
Yeah, but those were super magical, very specific dummies. We don't know how much them cost.
I guess you're right
They
there.
make too.
Is there anything anybody wants to do or have any, specific thing they want to do when they see the governor? Are we just gonna go in there hat in hand and see what we can get going, or what's the deal with that?
Well, I was going to try and find out where Millie was, save her, and whether or not she dies whether or not the governor dies in the process is entirely her. It's entirely depending on how much she wants to intervene.
Well,
I'm not in the mood to cordial.
then either you sit out or deal with the consequences of us not backing you up, because I'm not going to. We're trying to make sure that we keep good connections. We can't just go in swinging. I'm not going to stop people from handing out consequences. If you want to hand out consequences, you got to be able to receive your consequences.
You know, I thought you, if I recall, like last week, you said you were totally fine with helping me out on this, but clearly you're starting to go back on your word.
There is helping and being smart and preparing to do things the right way, and then there's blindly going in and attacking when they're surrounded by their gods and doing all their other stuff. You have to be strategic. I'm not going to go get myself into a suicide mission because somebody's getting a little too hot.
I'll be in my room until you guys need me. I'm not hungry. Just aggressively pushes the his plate of breakfast away. Goes and slithers off.
I'll just kind of look to everybody else like, well,
Head tilt. Wow, you sure know how to lay it on, don't you?
are you trying to get into a suicide mission and die? We have to make sure that we do it strategically. You can't just walk into a highly guarded government official and expect to just be able to slap them around and get what you want.
Oh no, I'm not against it. Kudos. That kid was getting a little too ballsy. Like seriously, kid's like what? Just barely an adult by his kind standards and he's already running around thinking he knows everything? Like, come on. There's such thing as called listening to your elders. I mean, I'm no better. I'm probably just reaching adulthood if I remember right. I still fuck up. And I still mess up too, so I can't really talk.
Folks just kind of gives you a perplexed look like, what is going on here?
At about this time, Maximilian will come up to you, Jens. Sirs, some individuals from the government are here to see you, specifically messengers of the governor. They said you had an appointment with her today, and they're here to collect the party that was there yesterday.
Can you get Dazzle Boopa from his room then, so...
Yes, no problem at all. Alrighty, Maximilian's gonna head on over to Dazalius Booperton. Dazzle, you'll hear a sharp but quick rasp at your door, and you'll hear the thick old voice of Maximilian. Mr. Booperton, are you in?
Yes, come in.
I'm here to inform you, sir. The meeting with the governor is to take place in a few. Their messenger here are to receive us.
Understood. I'll be out in a sec.
Okay. So, who's all going to this lovely shindig?
I guess Dazzle will go.
I know Dazzle's going. Hoax, you're going?
Yeah, I mean, technically, if it wasn't for me and Deimos kind of donating, I assume that she's going to want to see the both of us specifically.
Yeah, this is basically more, is there anyone who's not wanting to go?
Loose.
Oh, we need somebody to sleep with the governor, Lucy, and take one for the team.
Sure, have the man whore do it. Why don't you?
Well, if you do well enough, we won't even have to fight in any of the caves. We'll just get Millie and be on our way.
Are we bad people?
Yes. Well, I just got this episode demonetized twice in a row, so.
Yeah.
Look, Lucian, you're gonna be doing it for a good cause.
Yeah, you're saving.
Oh.
You're gonna be doing it to save somebody.
Well, here I go doing my thing again.
Hopefully
Here I go, Van Well, can't mansplain, can't manipulate,
But
you can't manslaughter.
But he
Time to
can.
man for.
He can man spread.
Just whatever you do, don't mention the hair.
Yeah,
oh,
that
you
is
boys
the
wait till
rule.
I describe this woman.
Or better yet, say that short hair is actually kind of a turn on for you. Or the hairstyle is kind of a turn on for you.
What if she doesn't have any hair though?
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
And burn it profusely.
Burn
You
it
bo-
down. Like London Bridge.
You gents head outside the carriage. And outside the carriage are different looking guards than you saw at the manor the other day. These gents, there are 4 of them. They are wearing these very odd plate mail, but it doesn't look like it's made of metal. If anybody wants to, they can make a straight intelligence check on it.
Alright.
17.
Okay.
My laptop just crashed, so I have to boot everything back up. It's all packed.
You got a 17. Anybody else?
Character. Open my character. 19.
Okay. Lucian? You want to make an intelligence check on the armor, see what it is? Chaos?
I think we lost Chaos, which wouldn't be surprising since he and I kind of live in the same general area, and there's like this massive storm that cut me out for like a minute or two.
No, we lost our man core. All right. Well, 17 and 19 is plenty enough to know what this is. Dazalius Booperton and Hoaxmatics Bradshaw. These are made of coral.
Neat.
They're fully covered, like, so not an inch of their skin is showing. You can't tell if they're humans. You can tell they're probably humanoid. But other than that, you can't tell anything about them. And
Nice.
The shortest of the 4, he's probably shorter than the rest of them by about an inch, turns to you out and says, "Follow me, please."
I follow the man.
you are led to the gate of the manor again, but this time you see those regular guards wearing like the black and brown leather armor with the featureless mask. One of them has a big crate. All weapons and magical items in here, please.
Understood.
All my
Right.
stuff.
Yep. Same.
Alright, you lot dispose of your items and weapons and such. You are allowed to wear your armor and such, but it's basically like, hey, if this has a magical effect, do not proc it or else.
Yes. I'm glad, because my boots and my robe would be a pain in the ass to have to go through.
Yeah, I have to go through and reissue.
Wouldn't my entire body trigger anything?
What, because you're a metal man?
Well, no, because my core is basically magic, isn't it?
Like they said, they're attributing that to your armor. Like they basically said, hey, do not activate any magical effects of your armor. As far as they're aware, they think you just have like magical armor or something like that, you know? Not everybody knows what a
Right.
Warforged is, but
And I did tell them that you were a never nude.
yeah. They, as far as they're concerned, you're probably like one of those like, oh, I'm trying to think of like, you know, like the Crusades, the super devout that would never remove their armor or helmets.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, you're fighter man. Always wearing.
Too bad there's an actual. Too bad there's an actual thing we could say, but the IP owner is very rude.
Yeah, don't get us in trouble with that. But yeah, you lot are brought in, and you were taken to the right this time instead of the left. There's a large set of double doors. The doors are open, and you see a very nice, lavish office. Nobody's inside it, but there's a large desk with about 5 chairs on one side and 1 chair on the other. You get the feeling the 5 chairs are for you guys. This room is decorated in like a seaside decor. See seashells, some novelty paintings of like the ocean side, stuff like that. Do you guys take a seat?
Yeah, sure.
You guys sit there, you sit for a couple of minutes, and then another door on the other side of the room opens up, and you see coming out a very pretty woman. I'd say she's probably 28, 29, very young looking skin. She would be beautiful, except for the completely buzzed skull that she has with no hair on it whatsoever. She will walk into the room wearing a simple you know the like the office attire skirt and stuff, like the skirt, the shirt, the button up,
yeah.
all that. She's wearing a like violet blue one of those. She'll walk over to a hat rack, pick up a somewhat larger naval blue hat with a feather in it, and put it on before she'll sit down in front of you lot. She is human, by the way. I'll say that too.
Governor, it's good to see you.
Yes. Apologies. Who are you, by the way?
I'm Mark Wahlberg.
Wahlberg. Yes. You're my 8 o'clock. It's good to see you, Mr. Wahlberg. I was informed you did a generous donation to a couple of our charities.
Of course, orphans need a roof over their head, and everybody needs... Oh man, I forgot what those things were called. Aqueducts.
Yes. Thank you. And as you're talking, like you see, she's also going through papers. She seems a little, I want to say skittish, but stressed is the best way to put it.
Something on your mind, Governor?
Roll a persuasion check.
Alrighty. That's a 25.
Yes. 2 major things specifically. One, we found the father of the orphanage hanged by his own entrails on the roof of the building last night, early this morning. And two, what is supposed to be our main battle for this week of the aquatic battles, well, one of our fighters ended up killing 5 other contenders. So currently, what's supposed to be our biggest show is now a 1v5, and I don't know about you, but that's not very entertaining for the people that want to watch.
Is that the naval battle?
No. This one is specifically the aquatic platform battle. This is a one platform with multiple summoning crystals. That it's a big spectacular. It's too hard to explain. You see her pull out some paper and start reading. Let's see. It was supposed to be the magic girl, and then 5 others with her, but she accidentally killed the other 5 in one of her other battles, so she is now permanently set to death matches because she's too volatile. We have to find at least 4 or 5 more people for her to be on her team because she is supposed to face champions of my pocketbook, so to speak. Champions that I sponsor specifically. So, a lot of things on our plate. What are you all here for? You said you want to speak to me about something, correct?
Oh, weirdly enough, it was the magic girl.
Roll an insight as you say that.
Ooh, that's a good number. I just have to pull out my sheet. 23.
You see a sour disposition across her face as you say, weirdly enough, it's the magic girl.
Look, they have clearly caused you a ton of problems, and we was just hoping to take off your hands and, pay for it in some way or whatever. We're not trying to take it for free, of course, but they're obviously far too much trouble than what they are worth.
You see her kind of like eye you over as you say that. She's gone from like friendly to probably neutral now that you've started talking about wanting to take the magic girl. Are you aware of her crimes?
Actually, we are not.
You see her get up, take a key, and go to a filing cabinet behind her desk. And she pulls out probably a 1-foot tall stack of papers. The list is as follows: assaulting the government office, destruction of both private and public property, assaulting multiple guards, setting 3 ships on fire, murder of innocent civilians, murder of 2 government-owned reptiles, specifically Drake-based reptilians, forgery of official government documents, and an impersonation of a noble.
Alright, so now I'm a little rusty on the law. I've only won 1 court case. So we're looking at least close to a couple $100 million in government property damage.
Yeah.
Obviously, we got the forgery. We can pretty much chalk that up to, I don't know, 5 counts of murder, maybe bring that down to 2 and 3 counts of unintentional manslaughter. I mean, it doesn't sound like they got a lot of control. Not trying to, justify their actions.
There's argumentation on that, and we've taken that into account.
So, I'm not familiar with the laws of this country, but what does that equate to as a sentence?
Currently, life without parole.
Right.
No chance of parole.
Of course.
No chance of bail.
Right.
65 to life for the murders.
Sure.
25 years for the government property destruction. 30 years for the killing of the 2 government-owned Drake creatures. Then an additional 50 years for each of the manslaughters of the non-government persuasion. An additional 75 for the 4 guards that were killed. An additional 100 years for assaulting the government officials. There were 3 that she assaulted, myself included. That's 300 years for each of them. For all included.
Naturally.
And the forgery, we are still in debates about that. There has been some argumentation that the forgery is not a fake, so that is currently under development. If that turns out to be a fake, forgery of a government seal, specifically the government seal that she had, or royal seal that she had forged, she's looking at 125 years, if that is confirmed.
And what was this might be a little off track, but what seal was this by chance that she was allegedly forging?
You see her start ruffling through the papers, and you see her, like, get up, go to another filing cabinet. She specifically had a forgery of, and as I said, this is not fully confirmed yet. It's still in debates. We've had some people argumentation that it is and it is not. We're getting official diplomats of this country to come and inspect it, as we do want to have due process and such. Specifically, diplomats, a lesser noble family from the Elven capital and Sylvanus of the Grandiose capital. Specifically, the I am looking at the name.
Ironadel?
No, I do not know of any name by the name of Arunadel. The official name for the group is known as the Letovas. They are a lesser royal family in the Grandiose capital in Sylvanus.
I'm a little rusty on my Sylvanus history, but aren't the Grandiose people mostly criminals anyway?
No. Grandiose is, if I'm my history correctly, Elven, Satyr, Pixie, Fey adjacent races. That is what Sylvanus is mostly made of, Fey adjacent races. And I believe Grandiose is the High Elven capital of Sylvanus.
Now, of course, with you having personal stake in this, I'm not expecting you to just live and let live, but if you were to, let's just say all the stars in the world align, and there was a way that we could convince you to walk away with this individual, what would that be? What would be the perfect scenario for you, the governor, that we walk away with this and everybody's happy?
Roll persuasion with advantage, as the way you're wording this.
Pretty hot rolls. I think that is 22. I don't know why I had to count that. That's embarrassing. Running on slow mode.
22. Are any of you familiar with the father from the orphanage that was killed? Any of you at all?
I am, actually. Lucian will step up at that.
The father was well known amongst the community as being a good man and a caretaker of the young. With it being the Water Games and it being very big times for us, my security is already very tight. I do not have a lot of guards or officers to spare for the investigation of this crime. If you can find out who killed the father and strung the body up there, I will be willing to put a number on the Magic Girl's case. If you can come up with the money for that number, we will talk. It may be a bond situation, it may not. But if you can find and bring to justice the murder of the father, we will speak about it.
I think that's more than fair.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Definitely seems more of a feasible feat to earn your generosity you offer.
If you can find who did it, bring us proper proof, and bring them in alive, I will say. I need them alive for due process and proper judgmentation.
Do you happen to know anybody that sells paralytics?
With all due respect, anyone who would sell that would need proper clearance for such a thing. And I do not believe you have proper clearance to purchase such things.
Well, I figured if we're investigating, we need to bring somebody who is obviously very wily in alive. That kind of pushes us up the ladder of clearance, does it not?
He does have a point. It would make it easier to subdue the killer in that
With
regard.
all due respect, at the same time, I have to follow the laws set in place, and the purchase of paralytics, poisons, and other base things without proper representation and proper authorization is a level 4 crime and can get you in some serious trouble. I can have you fill paperwork and have it filed immediately, so you have representation and clearance to buy these from certain sellers if you would like. But I can't just instantly wave my hand and say you're allowed to.
Now, if I were to fill out this paperwork and, I don't know, some money went missing from myself into a charity of sorts, could there not be some paralytics that accidentally fall into my pocket from the evidence of people who have been arrested?
Unfortunately, no. Unlike the magistrate, I follow my rules.
Oh, fair enough.
If you wish, I have to check the clearance. I have to do a background check on each of you. But if you pass, I can have you clearanced within the hour to be able to purchase paralytics, poisons, and other agents needed.
Okay, I'll start filling out that paperwork right now.
She'll push documentation in front of you. It's basically like, it's like a very, very intense background search type thing, Like if you're gonna get a government job, it's the kind of background stuff you have to fill out for that.
Have you left the plane in the last 6 months? If so, what for?
Yeah, I've left the plane the last 6 months. We need 10 references. Are these references legal citizens? Are they allowed to work in the state? Blah 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 blah.
Have you received any critical critical surgery or dental surgery that?
Yeah.
I went.
Do you have any family that's out of the country?
I went to the astral plane and broke a curse so that I could marry the woman of my dreams.
Are you the buyee of the aforementioned applied for goods?
I love how we've all had to do government paperwork before. That's just coming out.
Look, I've had to file one very specific piece of government documentation several times, and I hate it every single time.
I bet, yeah.
I filed it once and drove the proprietor of the paperwork crazy because it went through faster than they've ever seen it go through in their very, very long career.
Now, Mayor.
Yes.
Hoax is a licensed bounty hunter, correct?
Yep.
Okay. All right, yeah, you fill out the paperwork. She kind of takes a look at it. Do you have your bounty hunting license on you?
Yep. And I hand it to her.
She'll take out like a little wand with a blue stick on the blue little gem on the end of it, and it'll shine a light through it. Okay, this is official. Okay, you'll see her take out a stamp and stamp it. Okay, you are now also certified to be a bounty hunter in Coastal Fire.
Hooray! This place is awesome.
For buying paralytics, poisons, and such, there's only one place in town that is certified to do that. That is known as Granny's Nannery.
Wow, what a name.
Yes.
Granny's Nannery. I'm sure I'm going to just adore this place.
Lucy is in the middle of just chuckling to himself here and that.
Introducing the pocket nanny.
Do
This
tell
is
Margaret
Clor-
I said hello.
Who is this?
Do tell Margaret I said hello.
Oh, good, Margaret. Will do.
Okay. You were then escorted out if no one has any other questions.
Nope,
Nope.
I actually really like the governor.
She's very much, look, I'm here to do my job. I'm not here to be an asshole, but if you're gonna be a dick to me, I'll be a dick back. And you were all polite to her. She was polite back.
As soon as we're out of the room, I don't know what her problem is. She looked fine to me.
I think they're a perfectly wonderful person.
Mm. Though it kind of worries me that you said that, if we recall, executioners go after people with people who are sentenced to death, right?
Yep.
That means that there's likely a possibility that she might have to fight our executioner, the one that we bought.
Listen, I'm not any more or less committed to helping you, but you have to understand, those are some fucking crimes. I don't know what Millie's been up to, but apparently, according to these people, it has not been good.
Well, who's to say that these crimes were made up?
No idea. That's something we'd have to investigate. I'm just saying, with the evidence that we have currently, which is very one-sided, things do not look very good.
I wonder if those charges are filed here and Coastal Fire or elsewhere.
Just have you know, if she is going to go up against our executioner, I am stepping in. I am going to step out of line.
I will say this. She specifically said that Magic Girl, Millie, will be facing currently a 1v5 match. She needs to find at least 3 other people to make it not a fair match, but an entertaining match. But that isn't until the end of the week. So there's no way your executioner is fighting Millie. The governor specifically said it was her specifically sponsored executioner / gladiators that the governor specifically sponsors to make a little cash out of.
Yeah, and if you remember right, our executioner is fighting a 65-year-old embezzler and another 30-year-old fat out of shape embezzler, and they get a hacksaw and a framing hammer.
Yeah,
Yep.
but who's to say that they aren't running low? They aren't running low on resources and have to compile both fights in one.
The guarantee that we signed when we signed up our executioner for the card that he was given.
Yep.
And the fact
Oh,
that they're going
there
to...
is a
They also were very clear that they want this entertaining fight for Millie, and having Millie go up against our country bumpkin guy with a cleaver and a penchant for poking out eyes is not going to be entertaining.
No. You can find people to be like, hey, I'll pay money, give these people to fight with Millie, or you can literally go say, hey, I'm gonna fight with the Magic Girl. Like, I want to help fight. That way, it's an even fight.
You
It's up to
beat,
you guys.
you beat
but
me
I
to
just
it.
want to
I
get
was
the
gonna
rules.
say.
I just want to get the rules so you know what's going on.
That would be a way to do it.
Mhm.
Fill the rest of her team with, us, and then, hit it, jailbreak.
Yeah, you never know. But
Alright.
at this point, you guys will make it to the gate, and they will give you back your stuff, and they're very meticulous about it. Like you had this and this. I know you didn't have this, and they'll give you all your stuff back.
Alright.
What do you lot want to do?
Alright.
Hmm.
Well, while you are, I feel like we should probably split up. One team could sign up along with Millie for this upcoming match. One team can buy the paralytics, and the third team can start asking for leads involving this priest's father's killer.
Split the party. Interesting.
I am technically an investigator. I could help whoever wants to go and deal with the father's killer.
Yes, but remember, you're the only one licensed with the licensing to go buy the poisons and paralytics and job by you.
Yeah, which I mean we could do on the way. It's like, hey, we'll stop at the store before we go to the park.
Yeah, I mean it's up to you guys. What do you? I'm leaving this entirely up to you guys.
I'll be on the
Lucian,
team.
you said you.
Sorry,
Go ahead.
I was gonna say that I'll be on the team to go join Millie on this this.
You want to go sign up to join Millie in the fight?
Yep.
Okay. I'll let you know the fight is until basically like the end of the week in game. That's not going to be for a little bit. But I'll say for the sake of brevity, if you wanted to like pop by the magistrate's office and be like, hey magistrate, I want to sign up to join the magic girl in her fight, that's more than fine. If anybody else wants to be like, all right, I'll join Dazzle Booper for this, let me know.
I mean, yeah, I'll sign up for it.
I'm gonna go ahead and sign up. And
Lucian,
you'll do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like Engelrum would definitely do it.
Lucian, you said you knew this priest person.
Of course I did. I'll join
Any
up with the
reason why somebody
investigation.
might want to?
Sorry.
Hold on 1 second. What'd you say, Chaos? You're gonna join what?
I'll join the effort to investigate his killer then. If that's what you're trying to get me to. If that's what you're trying to get at.
Do you want to sign up for the fight too?
No.
No? Okay. Hoax, do you want to sign up for this fight?
No, I'm already signed up for one.
Well, no, this is
Same.
at different times. This isn't the same day. Your fight and Hoax's fight are at different times on different days than this fight. This fight is like end of the week. This is the big finale of the week.
Well, they only needed the 3, so
They need a minimum of
Need
3.
4.
No, yeah, right, a minimum of 4. I'm bad. Because it's right now it'd only be 4v5. So
you like doing this stuff more than I do. That's kind of my hesitation. Is the only reason I'm joining this naval battle is because this has been something I've always loved from Roman history. Otherwise, I don't typically like signing up for these things. This is not my kind of style of gameplay. I don't like doing tournaments and stuff.
Alright, I'll join up with the fight. Might as well get it interesting.
I mean,
Make
more
it
people can
interesting, I
join
mean.
if they want. I'm just saying. Remember, these are trained killers. That's why I'm saying this.
You're saying it like I should be scared.
Maybe, maybe not.
Hell, I'd join the naval fight just to see if I could actually pull off one of my favorite tricks with a warforged.
I mean, do you want to sign up
No.
for a naval fight?
Yeah, there's multiple naval fights.
Yeah, you can sign up for a naval fight if you want.
Yeah, I'll sign up for the same one Hoax is in if it's possible.
Hoax, do you want to allow that, or do you want to go on your own?
I thought with the way that you explained it, it wouldn't be possible. I thought it was a 2v2.
It is a 2v2. I'm just asking
I mean,
if you want to bet a little. I mean, he could literally be on the other boat fighting against you if you want this to be really fun.
I do not want to fight against him.
Because the boat battles are not to the death, normally.
Normally.
They can be.
I'll go in I'll go in on my own fight then.
Okay, I'll get that written down. I'm just asking.
Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for the logistics of it, I'm just trying to make sure everything's out in the open on that one.
Okay. All right. What are you guys doing now then?
I think I'm taking Lucian to go and buy paralytics and start investigating.
Okay, you two are going to get paralytics. Deimos and Dazzle, what are you guys doing?
Well, I assume like this was at the time we were popping into sign up with the sign up alongside Millie.
No, I said we could just waive that needing to do it. Just those.
Okay, well then, if that's the case, I'll join in on investigating.
Paralytics. All right, I'll say. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you guys want to. You just want to stick together for this.
I don't want
Yeah.
to split the party, so
You guys head down a shadier back alley to get to this place. As you emerge from the back alley, you see on a grim, dingy, dark, dirty street, you see one store that sticks out like a sore thumb to this place. A very well taken care of, brightly lit with flowers out front, little store, like a little hole in the wall type store that says Granny's Nanny, poisons, paralytics, and more. And it's got a sign of like an old lady with like her thumb pointing at herself, and it has magic, so it's like so it'll go down then come back up.
Yeah,
Huh,
like
nice.
like the Rob Van Dam thing.
Yeah.
I head on in.
Alrighty. So you see two things when you walk in. One, you see there's an old lady at the counter, and she's currently working with another with a customer. There's a tall, lanky drow there. They seem to be female with the way they've got their hair done up like in that long ponytail. And they're currently talking with the old lady.
Well, I don't wish to be rude. I mean, they are a customer, so I politely wait.
Yeah. You wait for about like 2, maybe 3 minutes, and then you see coming from a corner of the room, coming up to the other drow, a very familiar drow. Crucius Jester.
You son of a bitch! I've been looking.
Oh, hey, Mr. Christian.
I've been looking through hell and high water for you.
Hoax? Hoax, where have you been? You were supposed to come to Arachnia.
Oh.
We fell in a hole.
Also, how has Yoshi been? Your character?
Yoshi. Yes, Yoshi. Last I spoke with him, he is currently on a ship towards Kathos.
Ah. Well, that's awkward. I was still in the middle of trying to work on that favor for him.
Apologies. Yes. I don't know if he's on the ship now. It has been some months. But he said he was planning on chartering a ship to Kathos within a year's time. He may be on it now, he may not. Last time I talked to him, he said he's found one to take him within a few months. So, teach their own. But a hoax. You fell in a hole? I haven't seen you in, I'd say, 4 months.
Yeah, there was an accident. We went down in the. There's a big old hole that opened up right at the border, and we fell down inside of it, and then we got transported all the way over here. So trying to get to Arachne is very hard. We don't know
Oh, did you fall into the underdark?
further.
Don't think there's anything under the underdark.
Think like back and to the left.
Oh, okay. So probably one of the far tunnels then.
Yeah.
It is good to see you. It is good to see you, my friends. It has been some time.
Is that I sent a letter to Arachnia, and I'm pretty sure it's either not gotten there or is getting ignored as I am a lunatic or something.
No, I received your letter. I sent one back to you. I feared the worst after not receiving any mail from you for some time.
Oh, I assume that Off Block has that and was very scared of our Employee of the Month, so I don't know where that letter is. I'll be sure to go back and read it. I do apologize.
Well, I'm sad that had your payment in it. That's not good if you didn't get your payment. What's what brings you all to job? I'm sorry.
We're trying to buy his friend or get his friend or something.
Were they wrongfully imprisoned? Wrongfully enslaved?
We don't know. Well,
Mm.
well, obviously, she was captured by the a very prominent slaver group up near the capital of Draconia, and then she was apparently brought here while her friend Hops is, to my knowledge, currently being negotiated over by the grandiose government.
I see. I see. Well, me and my associate here, and you'll see the female driver kind of turn now. Hello. We're in a men's. This is Eileen Jester.
Hello.
We are currently in the works of trying to find. You seem kind of like beckon you to get in close, Hoax.
I do so.
Yep.
We are currently in the process of trying to find any and all corrupt government officials that are working with the illegal slave trade, that are making falsified records of criminal reports for people so they can have them be gladiatorials. We have made a report of over 30 people, and we've been working with the governor to find the corrupt politicians. We believe we have found the corrupt politician, but we do not have any evidence to convict him of such crimes yet. It's merely hearsay, he say, she say at this point in time. We're currently trying to find proof, so to speak.
Oh, well, that's right up our alley.
It would be very grateful if you could help.
Oh, we'll be just as in no time, I'm sure.
This way, yes. I believe King Jester would be more than happy to make you a member of the Jester family.
It'd be good for business, and I'm sure my Auntie Dara would be thrilled.
Yes, yeah. I'm sure she would. I did not know you had an Auntie Dari.
Oh, I do. She is a very wonderful woman.
Good to hear. Yes. Do you have somewhere private we can speak about this in a little bit later?
Yeah, you remember the carriage, don't you?
Yes, that rather shabby little carriage.
Oh, it looks way better. We said no more shabbiness for us, thank you, and put some paint on it and some stone. And
what does it look like now?
I will give him a description and make sure to, just in typical Hoax fashion, really stress Zolo, because Zolo's a wild card.
Yeah, You see him nod and jot that down. If it's all right with you, we'll meet you around noon there. Is that okay?
That would be perfect.
Okay.
And again, he means well, he's just very squirrely. You gotta be careful with children. Children who like drugs, and women, and are dragons.
You don't say. Okay.
Yeah. Folks just gets that far off parent look.
Okay. I do thank you. We'll see you in a little bit.
Sounds good. And how is old Margaret doing, the lady behind the counter?
She's got that simple, like, oh, young people and their conversations. Like, look to her right now.
Oh, Miss Margaret, oh, sorry for being rude. The governor says hello, by the way.
Oh, she does? Oh, that's wonderful. How is old Lilith?
Incredible.
That sweet little girl. Oh, I remember when she was only as tall as my knee. She had such lovely brown hair. It's a shame what happened to her lovely locks.
Time makes fools of us all.
I'm sorry, dear. What?
Did you really not hear me?
She doesn't understand you.
Oh, never mind. We're here to buy paralytics, please. Here's our paperwork.
Oh, okay. Give me 1 second to get the poisons list that I can. I think you all have access to it in the Discord. So yeah, she poisons of True Realm. She will have everything here except let's see here. Except for Silver Point, Forever Sleep, Fire Blood, Blood Fire, Purple Worm Poison, Music Wraith, Medusa Extract, Grim Touch. You know, I'll just tell you what she's got because that's a much shorter list, I think. She'll have Burn of Other Fume, Essence of Ether, Malice, Essence of Death, Yellow Urchin Extract, Assassin's Blood, Pale Tincture, Torpid, True Serum, Wolf's Bane, Bee Venom, Hemlock, Thyme, Oil of Taggett, Drow Poison, Serpent Venom, Wyvern Venom, Anti-Antidote, Anti-Magic Oil, Black Bile, and that's it. Oh, and Knockout Poison.
This thing seems to be very out of date.
We should also take into calculation whether or not they're of a race that is immune to sleeping.
Do you not have the up-to-date list?
No, none of what you even mentioned is on here.
You're looking at poisons, right?
There isn't even
Not
an
potions?
option. There's just something that just says sheet 1.
What?
Wait, oh, there's another dock above it. I thought they would be combined. That was very confusing.
No, potions and poisons are two separate things. Because I haven't finished the potions list.
Right, but
we have
I
a
thought it'd
chunk.
be on the same Google sheet. You know, page 1, page 2.
No. Remember, this is on Google Excel.
Right, which, you know, you can also add another sheet for potions, poisons, like I did for the gods and all that other stuff.
Yeah, I know. I just kept them separate just for my own sanity. Do you got the poisons list up?
Yeah.
Now, or do I need to resubmit it?
I have it. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell would even be useful.
I mean, if you want to ask about one, I can give you my best explanation.
Yeah, which one paralyzes and makes or makes people go to sleep for a very long time so that we can drag them in?
Let's see. There's the knockout poison, which is made from the venom glands of wild snakes and certain sleep-inducing herbs. You can put on a dart. The target takes 1d4 poison damage and must make a Constitution saving throw. If they fail, they fall unconscious and become poisoned on the fail. There is, of course, there's like wyvern venom and serpent venom, which is incapacitation. Whoops, sorry. Creature is, a wyvern thing. They're just poisoned. There's drow poison, which, if I remember correctly, they get the poison effect. If they fail the saving throw by 5 or more, they're either unconscious or paralyzed. When it comes to drow poison, yeah, drow poison. If they fail by 5 or more, they're unconscious. So there's those two.
Can I just get a... Can I get them, a plug-in, Can I get one knockout poison and one drow poison?
Yeah.
I think that's the one that I wanted. Or was it the wyvern?
Knockout.
Yeah.
Wyvern is just pure damage. Wyvern doesn't knock you out. Knockout poison is 50 GP dosage, while drow poison is 200 gold a dosage.
So that would be like... That'd be 25 platinum.
Yep.
Our rolls are so bad, I don't want to spend any more than that.
You just want one use of each?
Yeah, because I feel like every time we try something like this, we spend the whole time watching you roll nat 20 after nat 20, and it becomes very pointless.
Yeah, it does. But yeah, you can get 50 and 200. Because like the sleep stuff is the knockout poison is just 50 gold pieces, which you can get multiple doses of that for pretty cheap. The DC is the same, by the way. It's a DC 14 for either one of them. So it's entirely up to you.
I'm just gonna buy one each and then offer it to whoever thinks can get the job done better, because there's no way that I could do it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That'll be 250 gold. You gave him 25 platinum.
Yep.
Alrighty, yeah. Whoever wants, somebody write down knockout poison. Someone write down drow venom. Or drow poison.
Yeah, I don't care who, just whoever thinks they can do it, do it.
I'd
I don't
say
think I could pull it off.
I think like the only person that properly pull off use of poisons would be Ingilram and Crow.
Well, Hunter's technically no longer with us, so it leaves you and Lucian and Galram, really.
Alright.
Which is ironic because we know above game Lucian is the culprit.
Yeah. But we're doing our best to
We're doing
be
good.
in character.
Lucian, can you go ahead and drink this poison?
I'll hold on to the drow venom.
Perfect.
I'll take the wyvern toxin then.
It's just knockout. I didn't buy the wyvern.
I'll take the knockout poison then.
There you go. You have it. It's in your hand. It looks very nice.
The granny will speak up. Do you want a blow dart gun and some darts with that, sweetheart?
Look at the others.
Then it really wouldn't work for me.
I mean, there's a slam fire one where you create the pressure and do it. Yeah. You can also just throw the dart too.
That's up to you all. I don't care.
Yeah, if you guys want like darts or anything to coach your poison and paralytics in.
Now, this might sound a bit crazy, but back in my homeland, there actually was a poison that some of the wildlife excreted. It hastened the body to the point where the body couldn't possibly handle it.
Never heard of it, sweetheart.
Okay.
Doesn't sound real.
It almost sounds like the Medusa extract, actually.
I think the closest thing he's talking about is the Medusa extract.
Yeah, unfortunately, it makes sense that you guys probably don't know about it.
I'm gonna say
Hard
I
to
don't
come
know
by.
either, Chief. You didn't run this by me, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
No worries, we could workshop it. Out of game.
Alrighty. Yeah, you boys have acquired your toxins.
Is it noon?
I'll say at this point it's probably about 10 o'clock. And hey, Lucian, you got your match in a little bit, bud. Probably in about an hour.
Well, I guess it's time time to put on a show then.
I would join you, but this meeting, I can't be late.
Oh, poo. I guess I'll just have to entertain the audience by myself. Have fun.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be a blast. Make sure to make us some money.
As if you need to ask.
Oh, you.
And you'll wander off. To the arena.
To the arena. You know what? Because I am a cheeky fuckwick. I'm gonna start your combat music now, and I'm gonna laugh. I think you and I are both gonna laugh at what it is.
Oh, great. Are we doing this right away, or are we taking a break?
We're gonna take a
fighting
break
Mario?
now as I get the combat as I get the combat set up, and I will be explaining over the break how this combat's gonna work. I'll get the ring first.
The ring looks great.
Would you do me a favor and do the shout outs, Mayor?
Yeah, the one shout out for Sugar Cloud.
Well, if we don't do it, they'll be upset.
Well, there
Well,
it was. It just came and went.
So, fun fact, they actually followed me on TikTok.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. That's something that they would do.
It sounds like sugar. That sounds like Sugar Cloud. So, oh, go ahead.
No. What you're saying is by far more important.
No, you're gonna say something. I'm still setting up.
Nope.
Okay. Chaos War Priest. You with me, bud?
Yeah.
This is going to be a bare knuckle brawl, no magic competition. You have to fight with your fisticuffs only. Now, to make it fair and not to take all session long, you get only 20 HP. Okay.
All right. Can I
You
use
can
the
make it-
dex mod to scale for my fists?
No. No, you cannot, because I don't think you have that ability. Now, you can make as many attacks a turn as you are able to. So let's say if you're a monk and you have multi-attack and Fury of Blows, you can multi-attack, Fury of Blows, and do that many attacks in a turn. If you're a fighter and you have multi-attack, you can do your multi-attack attacks. If you are not trained in like hand-to-hand combat or barroom brawl, if you want to make an unarmed attack with your bonus action, you can, but you cannot use your modifiers for that bonus action attack.
All right.
You will not be wearing any armor, by the way. So whatever your bare AC and just a plain Jane T-shirt would be is what you are wearing.
10 plus dex, so not bad.
Yeah, plus your dex. So that'll be +3 +5. But how is everybody else doing today? Everybody doing all right? Everyone having fun?
Oh yeah, I'm just a bit quiet. If I come off as a bit quiet during this break, I'm currently in the midst of writing the effects of the poison I tried to describe.
I gotta go take care of my laundry quick.
Yeah, you got that laundry and that kitty cat. The kitty cat. Something said.
I'm doing all right.
Good to hear. Good to hear. So I got the Valey's Bupatin, Deimos, and Gelram Lucian backing up the Magic Girl if we have this fight. Again, that all depends on how you guys, if you guys find the murderer and you are, how your debates and conversations go with the governor afterwards. And then who knows, if you find out who this falsification of the records are, and if you can prove that any of Millie's crimes, or all crimes, are falsified, you might be able to get her out of it. You never know. Although, there might be one crime that is not falsified.
Yeah, if it's the one where she's in trouble for assaulting a government official because the woman had her hair cut.
Oh yeah,
That is a
Clay, we gotta
crime.
talk about. We gotta have a little sidebar about certain something real quick, because alibi.
Yeah. Who are you gonna try to pin this on, huh? Chaos.
Let's see.
What poor chap are you gonna... I just imagine you going into a nursing home, walking up to like the most crippled and just out of it old elder, like, it was him, Your Honor, he did it.
No, not really. I need something a little more concrete. I need something concrete, need something believable, and most importantly, I need someone that might have had a reason. That might have had at least one.
I mean, you'll be able to do investigations and stuff.
Indeed. That's my plan. And when I do,
My mom is gonna be so mad.
Why?
We play this like family-wide thing called White Rabbit,
Oh yeah.
and I have the most creative way I've ever come up with to try to get my mom on the first. I'll post it in current game chat
Yeah, that's
just so you're fully contexted in. That is a standard D6.
Where did you find that? That is impressive.
It is the teeniest little Lego white rabbit, white little bunny rabbit.
White rabbit.
I will
Being
not say where I acquired it, but I acquired it nonetheless. And it is, for the listeners, this little teeny tiny rabbit is like a fifth the size of a standard D6. It is tiny.
Well, I just broke my fingernail clippers. Yay!
They don't make them like they used to, huh?
I know it's all China. It's all that fake metal crap. It's just break. Who's messaging me?
The great China makes only the best things. I'm sorry, I couldn't
To
keep
quote
a
the
straight face doing that.
to quote the impeccable Matt Stone and Trey Parker, don't trust China. China is an asshole.
Nuh-uh, Kim.
Oh God!
Kim Jong Il made the moon and the stars. We've covered that one. That's North
He
Korean
shit
lore
gold.
for you.
He also shot a like a perfect 18.
He also found a unicorn.
He shot a
They
17.
can blow that
and-
smoke all they want, but nah, because
Yeah.
even that would strain credulity. The whole shtick is that he invented the cheeseburger. He shot a perfect 18 on a round of golf. He found and rode a unicorn.
You have to hand it to hardcore.
Citations, please.
You have to hand it to hardcore dictators. So when they really want something that is an outside product, they really know how to just use the he invented it, so it's okay that we have it now line.
Yeah.
It's the best line. It just works.
Yeah.
I invented it, therefore we.
I invented it. The Americans copied it. They used their filthy spies to recreate it. So they're copying us. Still #1 nation.
China #1.
Well,
That was North Korea.
I know.
I swear this is gonna sound like I'm making it up, but it's a well-documented fact. One of the reasons Stalin was interested in supporting Cuba was because he liked to smoke Cubans, and he wanted to have easy, ready access to Cuban cigars.
Can you blame him?
Well, he
Thanks.
also kind of lucked out on that bit
Yeah.
because Cuba was kind of pissed at America for basically raiding them for bananas.
Well, they got more mad at us for just not helping them at all.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then we rewarded them for getting mad at us for not helping them with their economic problems by handing them a bigger economic problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's kind of. You see, the banana wars were kind of what kickstarted Cuba's desire to become communist.
Well, it's just ridiculous. All
Oh,
of 1960s American history can be, there's a poor country that we could have helped because they were more than willing and begging to be allies of ours. We said, nah, no thank you, by the way, here's your bill, and made them even worse off, and then we sit there with a shocked Pikachu face when they got mad at us.
Yeah. Hi, we're gonna bitch slap you and expect you to
I'll
be
just-
obedient.
I'll just
Ooh.
put it. I'll just put it
I-
to you like this. I find it immensely humorous that one of the most evil men to exist, responsible for the deaths of millions of his fellow, well, not even countrymen because he was from Georgia. But anyway, he may or may not have died in a puddle of his own piss and vomit. So
Yeah,
I find that kind of funny.
it is immensely.
We ready to go?
I guess.
Yeah.
Sorry. It's time. I'm gonna cut this now.
Stalin was a Confederate. He was from Georgia.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Chaos Walters. Can you see the screen?
Yes, I
Oopsies.
can.
Go ahead and put yourself right here on the map. You have your 20 HP and your AC set up.
Yep.
We're gonna
20.
take this back in time about 5 minutes before the match starts, where you and your opponent are there, and there's a slimy, smarmy bookie talking to you. All right. Now you know the rules. No magic, no below the belt, and you, pretty boy.
Mm-hmm.
About a minute in, I want you taking a dive, okay?
Do I have to?
You want to get paid?
I'll make it believable. I just don't like it. It's
I
a
don't
bad
care
taste
what
in my
you like.
mouth.
I don't care what you like. You're fighting in my ring. You do what I say. Otherwise, you can vamoose and get the f out of my town. I don't know why I'm like this. I'm supposed to be Spanish. A Spaniard, man, but I'm talking like this. Alrighty. Does Lucian agree to take the dive?
If it means making money, he'll swallow his pride. He just won't like it.
Good. Alrighty. I need initiatives, please. That ain't bad. About middle of the road for him. What'd you get, Lou?
Not 20.
Fuck off. I got 11 with his modifier. Okay. You're going first, big boy.
Alrighty. In response to, keeping in mind that if there's bare knuckle boxing, he'll switch up his stance a little into more of an outboxer style stance, and start getting in to throw a few quick jabs to light him up, just to test the waters.
Okay.
With mods, it's was it just rolling straight d20s, or is it?
It's with your strength mod, yeah. D20 plus your strength mod, man. You'll be doing your strength mod and damage.
I thought my strength, my bad dex.
Because I literally told you you're not trained in that.
I know, it's just irritating. Okay.
Try to get a nat 20, that way you have some fun.
It ain't a nat 20, but it's a dirty 20.
What's your strength score?
2.
So it's 1 plus 2, so you're doing 3 points of damage for that attack.
Just a little quick jab to the jab to the cheek.
Alright, it's now your lovely opponent's turn, unless you can make a secondary attack.
Nope. I'm not a Hexblade, so I can't do Thirsting Blade.
Okay, 12 plus 5, 17. Does that hit you?
Yeah, that hits.
So for the first attack, you were taking 4 points of damage, as though just one quick jab to the nose. Second attack, that's a 7.
Nope.
You get him one good one, and it's like cross counter as he gets you at the same time. Your turn, big boy.
19.
Yeah, 19 will definitely hit this guy.
for another 3. This one is just a quick little cross. This one is a little cross hook, just grazing his chin a little, just lighting up for, just priming it, as it were.
Yeah. All right. So next attack, that is a 15 on the die. I know that hits you.
Yeah.
So you're taking another 4 for that. Now for a second attack. That's 11 for a 17.
Yeah.
That's another 4. Your turn, buddy.
Shit, that bounced out. Doesn't count. Stop bouncing out. Goody, not 20.
Roll me that D100, please.
Let's do.
That 100 list.
99. Oh dear lord.
And I think I changed that one, so I think I know what that one is. Or did I not?
Oh, no, that was a good one, I think.
Nope, no, I didn't change that. I changed number 1 and number 100. Tony Soprano. Whatever modifier you're using for damage is doubled.
Hey.
So what's your modifier right now?
4.
So you're doing 4 points?
Yep.
Roll me just a straight D10, would you?
Five.
You watch as you hit him. You hear your patroness's voice in your head. This isn't very fun. Let mother show you how it's done. And you hit with the speed of like a professional boxer. Go ahead and make another attack with advantage.
Don't need it. That 20.
Go ahead and roll me another D100.
You screw
Please.
this up.
Nine.
Oh.
That's another one I changed. Jimmy! The target can only say his name is able to cast spells requiring verbal components for 1d4 rounds. By the way, your modifier is normally 2, right?
Yep.
So that last turn you should have done 5 points of damage, right? Not 4. Because it's 1 plus your modifiers.
Oh yeah, true.
So you would do 3 points of damage this round, right?
Yeah.
So you watch as you go for your second swing, and your shadow coalesces around you at the same time, and your shadow knocks this guy out. You hear people like screaming and shouting, like, "Yeah, I won! I fucking won!" You see the whole crowd, like a good like 2/3 of this crowd are like jaw open, starstruck. 1/3 of it is like fucking losing their shit as they probably bet on you.
Lucian will just draw himself up and drew a big theatrical bow, and then saunter off with the biggest shit-eating grin on his face.
You hear from your patroness in your head, "Go get your winnings, and let him know you don't take dives."
With absolute pleasure, mother dearest.
You head back to that tent that you normally get that you had to talk with him, and you currently see the gentleman you had that talk with. He is currently strapped to a chair, as you see Deborah floating in front of him, just laughing, as there is a faceless satyr holding a very sharp and beautifully rainbow-styled knife to this guy's throat. And you hear Deborah just saying, Now, see, you disrespected my client, and you're going to pay for that. We just knocked your boy out, and you're going to pay my boy what he's owed, plus interest. And if you don't, Well, my friend here is gonna let you see the Rainbow Road.
Oh, Deborah, you're getting started without me? Jeez, leave me without any extra fun to have. I could always go for a little more dessert, you know.
You know the
Oh.
James Bond scene where they rip the bottom of the chair out? Do with that what you will, audience, as we're gonna pan away from that.
That's gonna
Lucian, you get
shake.
1,000 gold.
Alright, 100 platinum.
That makes
Yeah.
my status very appropriate here on Discord.
I just saw what you posted, yeah.
Lucian's
Hey.
becoming a liability. We got fire him.
Mm,
You gotta deal with making another player card if you do that. Alrighty. While this is going on, it's now lunchtime at the carriage. And as you gentlemen make your way to the carriage, you see standing outside the carriage talking to Zolo. Zolo is still like very shut in since yesterday after the lovely conversation he had with his sister. You see talking to him right now, consoling him for some reason or another, you see the two jesters.
Have you broken my bouncer?
I would say no. My associate and I are more trying to get him to stop shaking. Something about another green dragon and him being terrified to speak.
Solo, you gotta pull yourself together, man. This isn't very angel wing of you.
You got me? I think that'll help me.
Solo, I think this is the best time to ever give this advice. You gotta do this sober.
I can't face this sober, man. I just a little bit, man. Come on, I'll do anything.
Here's a couple of silver. Go buy yourself a pack of smokes.
Yeah. A pack of smokes. Yeah. All right. You're gonna see him walk off.
Great. That'll totally help.
Yeah. You hear Crucius kind of say, "Oh, he's heading in the direction of the underbelly.
Whatever.
Shall we head inside and get some food and have a proper conversation?"
Sure, you can meet the woman I was trying to save that had me all up in arms.
Oh, good. She's doing better.
Maybe?
Maybe. What do you mean?
Do triplets make people better or worse?
Oh, who's the father?
Me.
Oh, congratulations.
Apparently I'm quite potent.
I see. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm very proud of you for being a father.
Oh, we'll find out how that goes. Let's hold the pride until we see how it goes.
Alright, you guys head on in. You kind of pop a squat at the dining table, and Hoax, you see the spherical, the wooden sphere.
Yeah.
It is now a giant wooden diamond, but it's still within the lines.
Hoax, just like an angry dad in his yard that discovers weeds after like 2 weeks of weeding, will just kind of like hands on hips stare at it like, huh.
I know that reference too well. Oh god.
Is Taliesin there?
No, Taliesin is not.
Is Maximilian there?
Yes, Maximilian is currently just pushed in a tray of food and drink for you lot.
Maximilian, you wouldn't have happened to see who is shaping the crate into odd shapes, have you?
What do you mean? It's still a sphere. You seem like, oh, it's a diamond. No, I figured you were doing this. Maybe a test of some sort. I had an employer who did something similar to this. It's during my first couple of years as a butler.
I mean, you're right on the test, but this is a different test. This is starting to. I like where this is going, but now if I didn't know better, this is like a midnight thing. This is strange.
I don't know who Midnight is. Oh, I did want to inform you, though, sir. My family will be arriving in a couple of days, and if you're okay with it, I do need my room extended and grown, and a room for my children and wife.
Oh, of course, of course. Oh, this gentleman here says that I had mail come in.
Yes. You see him kind of like. Give me one moment. You see him walk off. You hear this. You hear like a deep guttural roar. Then you hear like the pitter patter of bird feet. You hear some squawking and like a couple different voices. Like, what do you want? Yeah. All right, give me a second. Some pitter patter. 5 minutes go by, and then Maximilian comes back in with like a very large parcel, probably about the size of, I'd say, like a pillow. This came for you while you were away. We've been rather busy.
I'll look inside quick to see how much is there.
There is 2,000 gold.
Okay.
And a carpet. About. Hold on, let me get the dimensions of this real quick. That way you know where to put it. Sorry, I gotta make sure I get the rules for this right. So specific measurements, and if I don't give you the specific measurements, she will kick my ass. This is a 4x6 foot carpet.
Is it is this is it like rolled up right now?
Yes, it is. Or more like folded, but yeah.
I will like lean it up against I'll put it like over the diamond shaped crate quick.
Okay. The carpet has like a very lovely like spider and a spider on a spiderweb motif designed to it. It's very beautiful. Like this is like whoever made this master craftsmanship.
I'll look at Maximilian and just say, if you could hang this rug on the wall, but first, since you need the upgrade to your room, could you give this money to Taliesin so he can get right on that, please?
Yes. He'll take the money. He'll head off. You guys have been given tea, some morning ale, for lack of a better term, if you want something stronger, finger sandwiches, and basically like cheese platter.
Is Alice there with us?
She is not. You can have her retrieved if you want her to be retrieved.
Yeah, I mean, I said he could meet her, so why not?
Yeah, you kind of like call and say like, "Hey, look at Alice!" Like, come look by. Alice comes by. You lot are all now in the dining area. So.
Do I have any of the rest of the group, or did they go watch Lucian?
That's up to the group. Did anyone go watch Lucian?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Nobody saw my performance.
Dazzle Booper was probably too busy preparing for the. Sorry.
Okay, so you're busy doing your thing to prepare. I just wanted to make sure. Alright, yeah, so, introductions, all that good stuff.
Yeah. So let's say, yeah, Dazzle and Deimos are there with you.
Yeah, they could be off doing their own thing. I just didn't want to, talk over anybody.
Well, yeah, but this is also them talking about that, what. And I have a feeling Dazzle is going to be interested.
Yeah, no, it's...
I would have come back to the carriage once we talked to the magistrate about getting signed up for the Millie fight.
Yeah, I figured you would be.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah. If Dazzle and you are okay with it, you guys good with being there to speak to Crucius and Ilea Jester?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. It has been some time. I'm good to see you all doing well. Hopefully, you have gotten my package. It looks like you did open it. I hope you enjoy the rug, the carpet specifically.
It's incredible.
Thank you, thank you. It's a wonderful item. Um, to speak with you, we spoke about it earlier. We have 2 points of interest on this job we've been given. One, a corrupt government official, Lady Sindel. She's in charge of infrastructure in the city. We don't have substantial proof yet. More hearsay, he said, she say such things. We don't have documentation that we need to specifically prove that she is guilty. We also have found a group of forgers that we believe she gave a documentation that had the forgers of several higher ups on it that they've been using to copy and make the forgeries with. We believe they are in cahoots together.
Very well. So when do we come in?
Well, mostly we need help in either A, getting these forgers, or B, finding any documentation in Lady Sindel's office or home that proves that she is doing this. We have found the forgers. They work with the underbelly. They are, as far as we know, being protected by the leader of the underbelly, as he uses their forgery for other stuff too. We do have a meeting with him later to speak with him about this, to basically get them to stop and get any and all documentation from them on this. But if we can't come to an agreement, we'll have to find any and all documentation about this in Miss Sindel's abode.
I see.
Which one requires the least amount of stealth? We got Deimos over there, who sounds like a bunch of metal being thrown down the stairs, and so does Engelrum.
I guess speaking with the underbelly's leader, I guess.
We could join you on that. If everybody
Yeah.
else is alright with it, of course.
Yeah, sure.
We like the underbelly, they're good people. You know, we don't know about this one, but the one in Prism, they're great people, best underbelly in the entire world.
Well, this is a different chapter. The leader of the underbelly here is one Molluska Oren. He is a Scorpius fish triton. Oh no, I'm sorry. He is a kingfish triton. I'm sorry. Are any of you familiar with what a kingfish is?
In real life?
Yes, in real life.
No, but I'm gonna go look it up.
Yeah, go ahead and look it up and put it in chat. Kingfishers are cool. I fished for them before when I was deep sea fishing.
Oh, those
Yeah,
guys
this
are
guy-
awesome.
Yeah, post it in chat if you would.
This
And
is like
if you
the
can't hear-
coolest image of them. Yeah, those guys are sweet.
Yeah, he is a kingfish triton. Yeah, that's his good mug.
Holy moly!
For those of you at home, look up kingfish. Kingfish are budging cool. I caught a couple when I went deep sea fishing them down in Florida.
I bet they
You could use
taste
them as-
great.
Oh, they
Use one
do.
of those
You
things
can,
as a club.
you can make kingfish dip with them.
Oh.
And we had a guy I was fishing with. He was originally from Oregon, and he moved down here to fish and work. I caught 2 like giant kingfishers, and he caught nothing. He's like, "Hey, I'll pay you if you let me keep them." And I'm like, "Well, what are you gonna use them?" He's like, "I'm gonna make a dip." I'm like, "You can have them if I can have some of this dip." And he's like, "Yeah, come to this restaurant that I work at." We got a free meal out of it, and I got to taste the dip. It was divine.
Oh, I'm sure that's incredible.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
They got teeth. They got the teeth.
Alright, well, When do you want to go meet with them?
Nice.
We are to meet with them tonight, if you want to go with that one. We also have, well, we could also try to find the, if the deal doesn't go and work, we also know where the forgers are above ground, and we could, dispose of them. I don't want to if I don't have to, but you see him kind of like tighten his grip on his weapon at his side. I'm not one against using violent.
Oh, don't worry. We love violence.
The thing is, though, if we go and find the paperwork from the forgers, I'm not so certain how much it'll do us for, as I have a feeling Lady Sidell might be able to argue the legitimacy of the stolen papers, so to speak.
I guess the more appropriate question is, how do we handle coming about this information from the lady herself?
If I were to make a guess, I would figure we get all information we can from either the underbelly leader, all the documentation he's willing to give us, or take all the documentation from these forgers, go work with either the governor or someone of higher stature, such as the magistrate as well, to either distract or get permission to heavily investigate Lady Sindell's offices and home to see if we can find the paperwork for this. But we do have jurisdiction to do this as diplomats of the Arachnian Relief Foundation, Humanitarian Foundation, and all. But we only have so much power and sway. If we can get the documentation from these forgers, it will be enough to allow us to at least do our own investigation, as I will argue and dictate for our own investigation, as I do not trust. I'm not speaking ill of the guard, but I do not trust that she could pay off some of the guards to do a cheap inspection, so to speak.
Well, this is where I come in. I happen to have it on good authority that the gods are far too busy with the festivities, and I'll hold out the documentation, am officially a licensed investigator in the country of your fire.
Okay, that's very good. If we can get proof, if we can get the documentational proof from these forgers of these forges and stuff, that there have been making forges and they have been doing correspondence with Lady Sindell, I think that will give us enough evidence to be able to investigate Lady Sindell's office and home for any and all information. If we can find it at her home, I think we will have enough to be able to go through every criminal court case, every documentation, and every gladiator that has gone through with her signature on it.
In fact,
We're looking at maybe saving 30 to 80 people.
Actually, I can make this go a little faster if you're willing to do a sneaky.
Maybe.
If you can get your hands on even one of these forged pieces of papers and, say, lose it somewhere around or inside the premises of the orphanage that we have to investigate, that makes them look guilty of possibly murdering the father. And if we are looking at them for the murder, then we have full permission to investigate their office and home.
You seem kind of ponder. So you want to try to get some of these faulty we'd have to make sense. Like maybe I don't know. Maybe a nun or something was working with this Lady Sindell, had the father killed because he found out she was partaking of illegal slave trade.
Yeah, go hire yourself a shady-looking nun, have them dressed up, and they say, "Wow, look at what I found, and this is what I did," or whatever you just told me. That will speed this up exponentially. And then we don't have to get separate permission for a separate investigation.
Okay. We would still need to find. We would still need her forgery, her forged signature on those documents that we put there that says, "Take care of the whoever killed the father." So we'd still have to either talk to the Underdark or force one of the forgers to forge in her writing.
You don't even. I mean, we could go to the Underdark, but nothing says that we can't just pay the
Underbelly.
forger ourselves.
Yeah, he's basically saying like you still have to go and deal with the forgers to do that in one way or another. And like your options are A, see if you can convince one of the three forgers or all of them to do that, or B, you go to their boss and be like, all right, hey, we're here to make a deal. We need this, this, and this. They'll sign it friendly, do whatever the boss wants you to do for it. You got it all good, and you made no enemies down there. So that's basically what he's pitching at you.
Yeah, I mean, this is the easiest way with the least amount of bloodshed, really. And it kills two birds with one stone.
Yeah, because you guys don't know who did the murder, and you got no problem falsifying it.
Yeah, especially since above game, it saves my employee's ass.
Well, Hoax has no problem falsifying it.
Hey, he was taught by the best, after all, even though he doesn't remember it.
Yeah, anti-Dari.
Deimos is on the fence about the whole issue.
My father, too, I'm sure, is not the most up-and-up guy.
Oh, God, no.
I mean, I'm still believing that he was the one responsible for Dr. May's death.
Shh.
In a roundabout way, yeah, I mean, definitely.
Maybe.
Well, even if he's not the guy who sent the monster, he still did it. He swore him to secrecy.
Yeah. So yeah, what do you guys want to do?
If we could just talk about it above game, I think the best option is to go meet with the boss and just see if we can, in the underbelly, and see if we can just buy these forges and then have Crucius go and hire this shady actress to be a nun and say, "Oh, my stars, look what I found." And then we go investigate.
Alrighty. I like that. Are we all agreeing with this?
I mean, I guess.
What? I mean, if you have a better idea, you can pitch it.
Yeah. If you got a better idea or arguments, you're more than willing to be like, hey, I don't think my character would do this. Or you can be like, in character, my character would say this and this. It's up to you guys.
Dazzle Booper would kind of be somewhat against it, but like he's also kind of not in the best state to voice his
Opinion.
his opinion.
It seems it's obviously a shitty and shady thing to do, but at the same time, the ends are now justifying the means.
Yeah, because this could help to lead to Millie's release. You don't know.
Yeah,
That's pretty much how Deimos is seeing it. We're breaking a law, but we're breaking the law to bring about the downfall of many more lawbreakers than just us.
Yeah.
Also, Dazzle Booper's kind of gotten a little exhausted from all the constant shady stuff that Hoax kind of dragged us all in.
I haven't dragged us into anything.
Right.
What was the shady thing that I've dragged us into recently?
Well, there was I don't know, illegally sinking a ship under request of Lady Dari. There's also
Well, they were the slavers, so that was good.
yeah, well, there's also
the
infiltration into the. There's also infiltrating the underbelly.
Yeah, but we were all gung-ho about that. I mean, so far we've got government work and, well, technically more government work.
Yeah.
But like half of that stuff was unofficial.
Yes and no.
It was like half the government work.
Yeah, we're just the CIA at this point.
Oh, you've already proven yourself that when you like introduced drugs into the Clay Clan.
Yeah.
Or community of the Clay Clan.
Look.
Oh, they already had drugs, dude. Don't even lie.
Yeah, they had
They
had worse stuff than I did.
Oh, the Clay's got the good shit.
But I mean, at the same time, this is the best. I'm playing my chaotic good character to its maximum.
Mhm.
and I'm all for it because I want to see what'll happen.
You don't
Alright.
have to do it. I'm giving you guys options.
Yeah,
I've
nobody.
had people tell me I don't give you guys enough options, so I'm like, all right, here are your options. A, go and try to intimidate or steal these paperworks from these forgers. B, go work with their boss and see what you get of it. C, go sneak into a government official's home or office and see if you can find forgery. D, go frame the lady.
Yeah, well, the problem with option C is like 2/5, maybe even 3/5 of us are not stealth capable.
Nope, you guys
So-
are not a good stealth team.
And D is the least likely option to end in bloodshed, which makes it the
Just-
least shady option while doing the most shady things.
You could do E, just straight up kick in the door and be like, I accuse you of this, let's fight.
That's gonna get us arrested. That'll pretty much that'll be like a technical TPK. We're just stuck fighting to the death every session.
Well, I mean, I could even things out and take my armor off, but I'm still not very sneaky.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
No, it's not.
It's
And
easy.
then you'd have people questioning who and what you are.
Yeah, it's easier to just try to forge our way through this one and save 30 plus people.
Alright.
I mean, like I said, if you have a better idea, we're more than...
I don't. That's the thing, like, Dazzlebooper's against it, but he doesn't have a better idea.
But how are you feeling above game as not Dazzle Booper?
I also have I also don't have any better idea. That's what I'm trying to say. Is that both he and I don't have any better ideas.
Yeah, but I mean, as you yourself, you don't have any actual qualms with this.
No, I don't have qualms.
It seems fairly unanimous. I know Chaos is just, well, chaotic, so he's horny for psychosis, so I don't have to worry about him.
I live for this. I want to see what'll happen.
This is very D&D.
That's why we love this game and play it so much.
Mm-hmm.
It's what gives us so much creativity, so much creative freedom, but at the same time gives us a definitive set of rules to play within that are flexible enough for us to tweak how we need.
Yeah.
Mm.
So,
It's the ultimate experience.
yes.
Well, I wouldn't.
I mean-
I'm gonna pump the brakes and say and take that back. I'm gonna take that back.
Different games, different rules. D&D 5e has its ups and downs. There's the new D&D that's coming out, which is just a rip-off of Pathfinder, and I fucking said it.
Oh god,
I command Exterminatus on this horrid mockery of our divine texts.
I thought you were just
So
going
they're
to say,
actu-
oh,
So let me get this right. They're finally going through with this whole 6th edition, and they're ripping off Pathfinder.
So hard,
it's
yes.
just play Pathfinder.
Yeah, I mean, I want us to look at Pathfinder, especially if D&D starts up that fucking we're gonna charge out the ass rule again.
I
Alright.
personally kind of want to try out to get back into the training wheels of Savage Worlds.
We're gonna try Call of Cthulhu later, but
Okay,
yeah.
well, this
Anyway.
is turning into a True Bants episode. We've got
Yeah,
our
I know,
plan.
I'm sorry.
Alright.
Let's move along.
Sorry.
No, that's we started this because we went on a tangent trying to plan. Let's get
Yeah.
back to it.
So just for my notes, so I got this. What do y'all want to do?
All right, so it sounds like we want to join Crucius and talking to Mr. Man to see if he'll, give us some information so that we can get started on finding these foragers, or just simply have him get this document for us. That's step 1. Step 2 depends on his answer. So step 2 is either go and talk to the forgers ourselves and pay the money or whatever the hell. Or step 2 will be just give the already forged documents to Crucius so he can get the nun, or his actress nun, or whatever the hell. And step 3, go to governor and say, hey, we've blown this case wide open. I want my badge and gun. We're going.
I will throw a couple stipulations in there, just I think the stuff you would realize. If you just go to these guys like, hey, we need this signed and this forged, and they are smart enough to put 2 and 2 together, that this would incriminate probably whoever they're getting a lot of their money from, they might not be too willing to do it. Because this would be cutting into Jobport, and this is Jobport only. This isn't all of Coastal Fire, because all of Coastal Fire has this problem, but you're taking out a huge ports problem first. This cuts a huge, major, lucrative thing for them. So you might have to go work with the boss or force them to do it. There's probably no get them to just willy-nilly sign and deal.
Well, I know, but I figure that's why I said pay them.
Yeah. You don't know how much you'd have to pay, because that's a lot of money. From like, you don't know if you'd want to pay them. You might be like, can we do a job for you instead? Can we work something out? Because that's a lot of money.
Or even offer them like, hey, here's several people that could easily pick up the slack for your current lackings. Like, here is this person, this person, this person, who is going to be more than happy to work with you specifically.
Yeah, you could.
Because we have a whole list of people that we can suggest. We have, I mean, hell, we've got Crucius himself, who is obviously not against this. We have no idea what half of our employees are about. We've got my Aunt Dari, we've got my dad, and Zolo, and all these other crazy people that we've met throughout these few months that I'm sure are willing to play ball or entertain this, and that gets us out of a problem.
Yeah, I just want you to think about it. Really look at your connections, because you might have some connections you're not even thinking about.
Don't you have an employee that could maybe forge some stuff?
Maybe. I mean, we've got Offlock and Echo that are pretty much insurance scammers.
Yeah.
And we got AP.
You would need a copy of some sort of document they could use to learn the signature from, though.
Right. And then we've got we've got all of the pirates. Solace and Solly, I'm sure, would be thrilled to have this.
Hell, we've got you, dude. You're a changeling.
And Konsu.
I mean, Solace would be stoked about it. Solly wouldn't, being her mom.
Yeah, but if she has a legal problem that we're unaware of that can be, swept under the rug with a good forger, then,
Yeah, okay.
We've got a lot of people. I mean, hell, we could just connect them with the boss from the other one.
Yeah.
Then we've got Lucian's douchebag pixie Deborah that could probably help too, and Luna, and we've got a million people that we can say, here's a list. Go apeshit.
Yeah, and you don't know what a lot of your employees' connections are. You haven't done that much digging.
Here's a list of people you can send somebody to talk to, and they probably have another list of people that you can go and talk to. You will never be without. So we're coming in lawyered already.
Yeah.
Let me check what I need for this spell.
I'm not trying to rush you guys. I want to give you plenty of time to think how you want to attack this.
I'm just waiting to see if you have any more things that you want to throw at us.
your connections. You probably have to talk to the boss. Maybe, maybe not. It's up to you. Talk to the boss to at least get some paperwork.
Yeah, which would
I'll say
probably be the best
yeah.
option because I mean, then we could just speak to him directly. Like, we're not willing to do a job we probably can't pay you, but we can more than make up for the supplemented income by giving you an entire list of people that have an entire list of their own people.
Yeah. And if you go through him, you're less likely to make an enemy than just forcing it. So you like you screw over the Thieves Guild that bad around here, you don't know what might happen.
Yeah, campaign 2 Electric Boogaloo.
I'll say about this point, Lucian would make his way into the carriage too.
With a big old spring in his step and a big old bag over his shoulder. Oh, Deborah, you helped me rake it a big haul today. By the way, I'm surprised you still were connected with that guy. I thought we burnt our last favor with him.
Well, we had a good night.
And that explains why you were flying crooked now, but come on. At least wait until after the job to collect for him to collect on his payment.
She just gives you a look
Okay.
and says nothing.
I don't fault you for wanting some fun. Just save it until after we do the hard work for some real good play. You know what I mean?
Look, sweetheart.
Makes it feel
He
better.
was he was work. That was fun.
And that's why I love hanging out with you.
Hey, Lucian, do you like fish sticks?
It depends. What do you want? What do you want? Who do you want chopped up?
Oh, no, I was hoping you might, as a plan B, you'd be willing to sleep with a fish triton who's got a fish stick.
No.
You know, there goes plan C, but we're on the way.
What even?
I love that.
Just shares a look with Deborah. Titan? How would that even work?
Ah, I see the joke. Good wordplay, hoax.
He
Well
bows.
I remember this one guy. I remember this one bard in back in Millie's who visited Millie's hometown. That he was told that same thing, and like for some reason he just couldn't grasp the picture.
Well,
Like they kept calling him yeah.
yeah, I mean, bots aren't always known for their intelligence, but Alice is a very different sort.
Yeah, but he got like super uppity about. He got like super offended that he wasn't getting the joke.
Yeah, such is life.
You know what we call those people? Thin-skinned.
Speaking of thin-skinned, we got a lot of work to do. Everybody knows their part.
Yep.
More or less.
Good enough.
So, what exactly are we doing then, boys?
I guess hanging around until Crucius says it's time to go meet the boss.
Yep.
I should probably go see Taliesin about that giant head, unless Alice has something to say to me.
No, she does not. Alice has been keeping notes.
Oh, good.
You want to
Did I
go
just
see
miss how
old?
we're gonna help with the Millie fight, or did we not address that?
I
You did
think
not.
we still needed like one more person for that.
You have a 5v5 fight right now, There's nothing saying you can't get another person if you want somebody else to make it like 6v5.
Okay. I just was wondering where we were standing in terms of teammates.
Yeah. But Hoax, you're gonna go talk to old Taliesin about that skull first.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see. Daniel, you said you wanted to head back to your room to take care of something real quick.
Yep.
Okay. We'll start with you, buddy. What are you doing in your room?
I will have gathered together some things out of my priest's pouch and what have you to perform the spell in question.
What spell are you casting?
Divination.
Okay. Okay. Your magic and offering puts you in contact with your god or god's servant. So this doesn't always put you with the god. This could also put you with a servant of your god. Okay. You ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity to occur within the 7 days.
Mhm.
All right. What are you asking?
What
this-
would be what?
I'm gonna say this right now. It can't be something that has already happened. It is something that is going to happen. A specific goal, event, or activity to occur within the next 7 days.
Yep.
Okay.
Regarding the capture of the individual responsible for the murder of a priest, where would I need to be in order to witness that?
How do I respond to this? That is a good question.
Oh.
I don't think you can
rat
just give you a straight up.
bastard.
You need to be here to see this person do this. And
Mhm.
the way you worded it, to catch the murderer of a priest. How do I want to word this? How the fudge do I want to word this?
I think I've
The
worded it
truest
pretty
form.
great.
The truest form of altruism, baby.
You hear not the words of your god, but the words of the forge itself. What is and is not a servant of your god. The rhythmic pinging of the forge that you know is Morse. Kind of like Morse code, for lack of a better term.
Mhm.
To find the murderer of a priest within the allotted time of 7 days, be at the orphanage at night.
Interesting.
It
I
does
will
not
offer
give
up
you,
my.
it does not give you a specific time within the 7 days, but basically just within the next 7 days, be at the orphanage at night.
All right. I will offer up my praise and my thanks.
Yeah. Sorry, that one hit me out of left field. I'm just like, how do I answer this? Because I don't want to give too much, because it's like it doesn't say it gives you too much information.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
But yeah, that is the answer you get. Hoax.
Yes.
Do you just head into Talison's office, or do you just knock? Or do you knock at least?
I'll knock first.
Okay, you hear. Who is it?
It's me, Hoax.
Come in. Coming
in.
You see the skull is currently, like, the cranium is cut open, and Taliesin is currently in the hollowed out cranium of this thing, inspecting something.
All good?
Yes.
What have you discovered?
Ancient runes. Ancient runes. Something I've never seen before in my life.
Almost sounds like an AP thing, hey?
That's the thing. I had AP come and look at them. She doesn't know what runage language these are either. She's not certain if they are a language of any kind that's ever existed. Or if it did exist, it existed long before any records of languages.
Oh, let's see if I can cheat with the book that I've become. I'll go climb on in there to take a look.
Your Doulahan book gives you nothing.
Beans! This book sucks.
Well, sorry.
It's fine.
Go find something that does decapitation abilities. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
I'll give every enemy a Vorpal sword now, just for you.
No, that's quite okay.
Yeah.
Have you been able to make anything out of this?
No, not yet. Well, I have removed the jaw bone, the lower jaw, as there was no runics or anything on that. I am currently working on maybe making something out of it, maybe a weapon, or using it in the training room specifically. Everyone keeps asking me, when is the training room going to be done? When is the training room going to be done? And I've told everyone else, I've combined it into one large training room, and I'm still in the process of getting the dolls fixed.
People...
Whatever Ngelrum summoned long ago has put some sort of hex on the doll, to the point where it'd be better off for me just to destroy it and make a brand new one.
Do what you think is best, but...
Yes.
That 2,000 gold was enough to get Maximilian his room, correct?
Oh, yes. I have that on the way. Question for you, though. If I do find a way to make a magical item out of this giant skull, it'll probably be a singular item I'm going to make out of the upper part. The head, the cranium, and everything. Maybe 3, honestly. I could do something with the cap I just made out of the top of the cranium. Something with the skull itself, and something with the bottom jaw. Do you know if anybody wants like a helmet of sorts, or a cap?
Oh, perhaps Lucian, or... Well, hell, it could be any of the others, really.
See, I'm thinking with the cranium cap there, I might make a shield of sorts. With the giant skull itself, I'm going to shrink it and shape it into some sort of like cap skull mask type of thing. As for the jawbone, I could work them and reshape them a little bit, make them dual swords. I think that'd be very interesting.
I think Dazzleboop is looking for a better weapon. Ingelrum would be great with a new shield, and as for the mask, I mean, that could go to literally any of them.
Oh well, if they have opinions, send them by at some point. I might, do some sketches and see if I can shape something that would fit them specifically. But besides the point.
I'll write down all those options in my journal so I can like make another posting next to the employee of the month thing so they know to look at it.
Yes. Other than that, is there anything else you need?
No, all good.
Good. Yes. So what is your group's plan for the night?
Are you okay with crimes?
As long as I get paid, I don't really care.
Oh, great. I will just reiterate the whole plan to him.
Are you going to the underbelly to go speak with a mollusca or a kingfish triton? So you need forged documents to pin the crime on a woman. If you would be so kind to get me a sample of her blood, I could make a doll, a homunculus doll of her body, making it look like she attacked another nun if you want. But I do need some of her DNA, blood, hair sample, something like that.
I will write that down. Is Crucius still there?
No. Crucius and the rest of the gang are in the down in the dining hall. You went up to Taliesin's office.
Right, I'm just making sure he's in the carriage because then I can write this down and go and run that to him right now.
Yeah, he could go steal hair or blood if he really needs to.
Yeah, and then tell him, give that to Taliesin.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna go do that right now then.
Okay. Yeah. And Gelram, you're just sitting at the table with everybody else, shooting the breeze.
I guess catch me up real quick. So are we just waiting for the fight or something?
So your boat battle isn't going to be for another day. You have signed up for a large-scale battle with Dazzle, Deimos, and Lucian to fight with Millie against the Governor's champions. The party is currently working with Crucius Jester to basically get the one of the officials who's in charge of infrastructure, Lady Cindella, to get evidence that she has been working with these forgers to get like falsified documentation so that they can get slaves and gladiatorial combaters, basically like slapping false charges from other nations on it and saying, "Oh, this lady of the infrastructure got the paperwork and she signed off because she's a government official." So you're going to go to the underbelly in a little bit, go talk with the leader of this section of the underbelly, and see what you can work out to get proof of this documentation from the forgers, and then get a document, possibly get a document basically stating she set up a crime to have the father who was murdered last session, basically saying like, "Hey, he was on to me. I had to make it look like this, make it look like retribution crime, like somebody had like a heavy, deep-seated hatred of him, blah 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 blah, something like that, you know."
I presume, friends, these forgers may take more kindly to our friend Deimos. Have we considered that as an option?
I mean, honestly, it didn't come up when we were discussing. To be honest, that might actually work. I think, though, you might need to bring that up with Hoax Dame.
I'm not say by this time Hoax and Deimos come back to the kitchen, the dining area with everybody else.
Now, I just told Dazzle this, and I don't know if you heard it, but when we go talk to these forgers, might it be a good idea to have Deimos, I guess, take the lead? They might have a little more in common.
I don't see why not.
And Gelram, friend, I forge things with metal. These guys make fake artwork and signatures.
And in a way, these things are similar. They're both creations that one makes.
They
Wouldn't
both
you
use
agree?
this. They also use the same name. They
Hey,
also use the same verb.
hey, Deimos,
Yeah.
he just spoke blasphemy.
No.
That is very blasphemous to your faith, because one of the tenets is dwarven truth and forgery of documentations and stuff like that, falsifications and like shitty weapons. That is blasphemy.
Oh no.
It's up to you what you do.
Friend, I will forgive it this once, as I believe it was spoken in ignorance, but my faith finds what you just said incredibly offensive. We do not deal in the fakeries of
And
tricksters. Things we create have use, have intrinsic value.
I guess that's just one more rope chuck up on my end.
I didn't mean to offend. I really did not. I was merely saying to these guys, to them it is a form of creation, and I was just suggesting that we may be able to get on their good side of sorts through your knowledge of creating masterwork items.
So far, I've only created one, but
Speaking of creations of masterwork, Mr. Crucius,
Yes.
if you could go ahead and get us some blood and or hair of the good lady, our friend Taliesin can make us a doll that goes on a murder rampage that looks just like her, and, well, really solidifies our argument that they are of the bad sorts.
I can send
So
Eileen on that. That might
Um,
be a little hard. She is under heavy surveillance and guardage.
yeah. Also, another flaw in that plan, hoax. You'd also have to have her be in a close enough proximity that her alibi wouldn't be as wouldn't be as solid.
Hey, I'm just bringing up what Taliesin just told me.
I know. I'm just saying that you would have had to also lure the real. If you went with that plan, you would have had to also lure the real official to to a nearby place. That way, she that way the the alibi she would give wouldn't be as credible. Because, like, say she was at home at the time, like, say if the doll did what you wanted and hurt tons of innocent people while she herself was asleep in her flat, she would have had a credible alibi.
That's assuming that these people deal in alibis. They're just so happy to get criminals to fight, they'll just look the other way.
Okay, I mean,
But I'm not saying we have to go with it, I'm just telling you this is an option.
I can get the blood and hair. It would take me time. You would have to take Crucius with you no matter what to go speak with the underbelly people.
Yep.
If one of you wants to, you could come with me while we get the blood and hair, and we can have someone inspect our home or our office while getting the blood.
Ooh. Unironically, with all my items, I could actually do that very easily.
Yeah, I'm just pitching out there. Is like if you're willing to split the party, you wouldn't be the face of the group talking to the underbelly people, though.
Do I really need to be?
No, you don't have to. If someone wants to take charge for the talk, I'm just saying.
I mean, I could.
You would not be there for the talking, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I mean, I could give them a list of people to offer them to replace this one person right now. And
I'll lead the talks.
because, I mean, I've got Pass Without a
I
Trace
can do it.
and Greater Invisibility, so I pretty much have free reign of wherever I want to go.
Well, how long
Unless-
does that great invisibility last with that cloak, though?
A minute.
Yeah.
But I also
Warning.
have the Boots of Elven Kind, so I have basically quadruple advantage on just sneaking the hell out of here.
Yeah.
If need be, I can lead the talks.
Who's got the highest persuasion?
I have a. Let me check. I think it's like a 6 or a 7.
Not bad.
I'm kind of I have a 6 in persuasion.
I have intimidation if we need it.
I have a big old
And-
fat goose egg.
Oh right, I have that Fey pack that gives me proficiency in intimidation and persuasion. So
Mhm. Lucian had, and then and Gelram has advantage on intimidation because of his lion's
Cloak.
Yeah. So, what do we want to do, gents? We splitting the party? We not splitting the party?
Feels like we're splitting the party.
Up
Yeah.
to you guys.
I just need a moment to copy down all these names that you could possibly give them for people that they could replace this one lady.
Okay.
Right.
So here's the question then, Mayor. Do you want to check the office or the house? Because you only be able to do one tonight.
I guess that depends on who's where they are going to meet this person, because I'm fine with literally either one. I feel like the office is probably the obvious bet.
You want to? I'm leaving it to you. She'll go with you because she just needs hair or blood, and she can get that at either place.
I feel like the office might be the better choice. I mean, if it fails, then we'll just do it again tomorrow.
Yeah, if you fail the office, you can check the house. Yeah. Alrighty. We splitting then, boys and girls.
I need some time.
Believe so.
Ruh-roh.
You need a few minutes, Mayor.
Yeah, because I gotta write all this
Yeah.
down.
We'll take a short 2-3 minute break. You know, just have fun, boys. I'll be right back.
Isabel got bitch slapped by Deimos.
I wasn't gonna hit you. That's why I'll forgive it the once, because you made the statement in ignorance.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hurt you. Hunt.
Yeah, not gonna
And
lie.
all reality, he wasn't trying to insult your craftsmanship. He was just trying to say that, in all reality, their forging of documents is similar of sorts.
Yeah.
To,
They
to
do.
them, at least, they think they are basically doing the equivalent of what somebody would be doing if they made weapons or
Yeah.
crafted
Both.
something.
And both actions do go by the same name. Both verbs do go by the same name, which
But-
is forge.
And Gelram doesn't like it either because that's the whole reason his name is so sullied. Not that Deimos would know that.
Been quiet for the past few minutes because I've been cooking.
No,
Yeah.
sorry about being late. I thought.
I mean,
freaking work, I swear.
yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. I mean, I was barely lucky enough that my second job decided to reschedule me for next Sunday. My weekend job did.
When I say cooking, I don't mean with food, baby.
What that means.
You know that thing that let him cook, let him cook.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Cooking.
hold on, I gotta
Don't forget the
copy and
Tucker.
paste.
Don't
this
forget the seasoning.
Oh, I got plenty of seasoning for you, big boy.
Where in? Oh, here we go. This is a very
I love-
long name for my aunt. So
I love how you nominated some of the pirate crew. You've nominated some of the Magnet King, the Demonator crew. It's like, oh yeah, we can nominate them for this shit.
yeah, they're the sketchiest people we know.
Yeah. Yes, they are.
This is a great list of people that probably have a lot of legal problems they need out of.
What
Maybe,
do you
maybe
need,
more.
Harley?
And we don't know what
You
kind
have
of a
food. You got one.
we have no idea what kind of freak Judge Brassback was, so
Brassback was the one that dictated over your Kate, over you and
yep.
Crow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty.
If you gonna talk, talk.
Yeah, so this is the list for you guys. I don't know if you have your own people that you want to throw, but this is just who Hoax would tell you to mention that can replace the lady.
Mm.
I think Celine is a very strong suggestion too.
So wait, hold on a second. So you understand Crucius and them wants to get rid of this politician so they'll stop the illegal taking in of like the falsification of records for gladiators, right?
Yeah, but that does not mean that they cannot use their talents to forge other things to further the reign of Jester.
Okay.
Not all of these people I'm suggesting because they're bad or anything else, but like Zolo could very easily use this to forge a correspondence between another dragon to get his title. All of these people can use this for good and or bad. It does not matter. The point is these are people that could use it.
Understandable.
Joshua the Ripper is my only question mark. I think that guy's very happy being a psycho killer.
He's a few screws loose of a full board.
I have no
Alrighty.
idea what the fuck Echo or Offblock could use him for, but who knows? I don't want to know.
So we are going to start with the main group, heading on down to the underbelly. You lot head on down to the docks. You head down some older parts of the ports till you see a couple of Tritons just shooting the breeze, chewing on some fish and talking. Does anyone here speak Thieves' Camp?
Nope.
Off to a great start.
I don't think any of you are rogues, so didn't figure. You, lovely lot, watches Crucius heads up and begins to speak with them in a language that none of you know. Specifically in Thief Cannery, but like, hey, how's the market doing? Bring any good fish today? You know, me and my buddies were looking for a couple boats to have a couple ship arounds. Where's the captain at? He's still doing good? A minute of this type of talk goes by before Crucius gestures for you guys to follow them as you guys head down a set of stairs on the dock that lead underneath the dock towards a sewage drain. You guys get to the sewage drain and you watch as one of these Tritons gives it a lovely little pattern style knock before the drain begins to expand and grow into like just a giant corridor of metal that you can walk through. And they kind of gesture like, go on in.
Right?
You ladies and gentlemen walk on in, walk on through. Till you basically, the best way I can describe this, imagine walking into a fish market that's underground. Smells of fish and salt and rotting something or another. As you see predominantly fish folk here. Tritons, Barghest styles, all different type of fish people, quasi-humanoid fish monstrosities, just everything. You see Crucius still talking with a couple people before he kind of gestures. We have an audience with the leader. Which one of you is going to do the talking again?
Allow me, friend.
Okay, come with me then. And you guys are led to basically, imagine if you cut the captain's quarters off a ship and just threw it into a hole in the wall. That is the room you enter into. As you see Malascus Oren, the Kingfish Triton. He's wearing your standard pirate attire, with cap included, with a little parrot on his shoulder, But oddly enough, the parrot looks more like a piranha bird than a normal parrot.
Mm.
You see him chewing on something, looks like maybe a squid or something, before he spits in a bucket next to him. Here you be.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance, sir. I represent a caravan company under the right. Hold up, above game. Is it Hoax or Mark Wahlberg that you have it written under, Mayor?
Mark Wahlberg.
Thank you. I'm a representative of the caravan under the name of Mark Wahlberg, a changeling fellow. We're here for some special business that requires some delicate touch that you can provide, that an individual of your caliber can provide us with.
Alright, and what do you want?
In no small order, we need help getting in touch with with a certain forgery group that's been responsible for various instances lately. Particularly, we need them to help us in setting up some rather convincing evidence to help us get someone out of the hold of the governor's little death game, as it were.
You're here to get paperwork to get someone out of a Coliseum game?
Partly to help get them out due to some possibly falsified charges to prove that some of the crimes they committed weren't actually there, but at the same time, we're also on the look for something else and we need some assistance there. A little tit for tat, as it were.
Alright. I'm gonna say this bluntly. Quit beating around the bush and get to it.
While still keeping his composure, Lucian will, in no exaggerated terms, lay out the plan that lay out in no small terms the part that he needs their help with.
Which is
A hard time keeping track sometimes.
and I'm giving you crap. I won't be that mean, don't worry.
Thank you.
I should, but I'll be nice. We got 30 minutes. I bet you're dragging.
A little.
Yeah, it's all good.
I'm on my
You
last
see-
soda, dude.
Yeah, you see him kind of like rub his fishy chin a little bit. You see him grab another piece of squid, just start chewing. So you want falsified records of stating that one Miss Lady Sindel is the reason why this preacher was killed. Okay? And you want to get her arrested and throw a wrench in this old slave coliseum business me and my boys got here.
Now,
What exactly is in it for me then?
I know what you're thinking. Why would I help in disrupting a deal that I've already got going that's already quite lucrative?
Yes.
Let me answer you this. How much do you think you're actually getting in terms of your cut, and how much do you think is being held against you? Don't you want to just take what you're owed and just leave these fools holding the bag when inevitably nothing lasts forever, mate? And as someone who has been more often not has been in the Fey realms more often than not, I can very much vouch on that subject. So why bother keeping something like this running around when you've undoubtedly got a little nest egg hidden away from you, from these people? Why not take a chance, get what you're owed, and leave them to pick up the pieces if there are any left?
Roll persuasion with advantage.
That was tight.
Can I help at all with that too by like sharpening my knife behind him as he says like nothing?
Well, he's already got
Just-
advantage on the
okay.
persuasion, so I don't need it.
Oh, it's not a 20, but it's the second best thing, so it's a 26.
You see him kind of like mulling over, take another bite of the squid and spit out some tendon or something, some cartilage. Now, we're looking at cutting her off anyways. We found a better offer somewhere else. Not a lot of places here wanting to buy. But, I want something in return from you lot.
Oh, trust me, friend. I know more. I have a laundry list of people who can, with their own connections, could very easily
No.
get you. Hmm?
I don't need new connections. I got plenty. You take out Miss High and Mighty up there, I get to wrap my fingers around their throat of somebody with a little more power. What I need is some competition taken care of. I need a ship taken care of, crew and all.
Oh, goody! We get to sink 2 ships.
Yeah. You ever heard of a pirate ship known as the Salty Bay?
History?
Yeah, history for anybody that wants to.
Yeah, why not?
21.
That's
6.
Nope.
I don't know my sea
Nah, that makes
ships.
sense. Unfortunately, none of you have heard of the Salty Bay.
Not even me?
even.
Nope,
Yeah.
not with a no.
Wow.
Wow.
You see, this ship's been a real thorn in my side the past year now. If you could do me a favor, scuttle the ship and its crew, no survivors, of course, I'd be more than happy to get you the documentation and forgeries for this.
Now, question. I actually have more than a few. Now, when you're talking about this ship, how many crewmates? How big is the crew?
Last time I checked, there's about 30 in all, with the captain included.
How strong would you say they are in terms of adventurer rank? I'm at about quartz right now, so if that helps.
I'd say the captain is a quartz rank at most. As for the crew, give or take, depending on the person, let's say.
Wood, iron.
Something around there. They're all lower than their captain.
So possible, any of the officers possibly being in stone rank. Gotcha.
Maybe.
Probably have a few when you think about it. How many lieutenants does he have? Does the captain have?
Lieutenants.
You know,
don't
sub officers.
You don't get pirate ships, do you?
No.
His crew is made up of some interesting individuals. From what I know, he's got a couple first mates, a few strong individuals under him he'd call his top swordsman, got a few wizards on his ship too. Oh, I should mention, they're all trite.
And even if we sink the ship, they'll try and swim away. Gotcha.
Yes. So I
And we
reckon
can't exactly
spilling their
lead
guts.
them. We can't exactly leave any of them. And any chance of having them wounded to draw in predators won't work either because, again, fish people. They'll probably have a way of countering them.
Yeah. You'll need to make sure you spill every one of their guts and set the ship on fire. But you're free to take anything that's not nailed down on that ship.
Looks back at everyone. Does anyone know what the status of the portable hole is? That still fill? Is that completely filled or is it still empty?
We have a portable hole.
Didn't Mr. Wahlberg have one?
I mean, honestly, I'm not sure. I've been out of it. I've been out of it as of late.
I understand, Dazzle. That's why I was trying to direct the question to other people so you can just keep thinking. Because you clearly need some time to yourself.
I don't remember. Did who had it whenever we were on that one ship?
It was all.
Hoax.
Yeah, it's always hoax.
Says it.
I'd
Mr. Wahlberg has it.
Balls. Well, we'll probably need all hands for this little job anyway.
Did
I
Moxie say
wonder.
anything to hearing the taking out all hands?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, I can safely say this, sir. You have yourself a deal. And you hold his hand out for a shake.
Good. And he'll shake your hand.
So keep an eye on the coast. You might get to see some fireworks tonight.
Good. And with that, you lot will head back to the carriage, and we're going to move to our wonderful little Mark Wahlberg. Now, Mr. Wahlberg, you're heading to the office, aren't you?
Yep.
How do you want to break into the government building?
I'm going to let Eileen or Isla or whatever her name is, basically,
Ilia.
yeah, Ilia, pick the lock or do whatever she's got to do, and while she's doing that, I'm going to, cast my silence and greater invisibility so I can start sneaking around and grabbing stuff.
So first things first, you have to. This is that government mansion, if you remember that, with the fence and everything that you saw both the governor and the magistrate at.
Yeah.
The first things first, you're gonna have to basically bypass the fence. So, you're gonna do pass without a trace and your invisibility.
Didn't she say that she could set up a meeting with this person and that kind of just gets us in?
No.
Oof.
No.
Are
They said if you get documentation that proves that if you get documentation that like doesn't exactly prove but like points a finger saying, hey, she's doing this, you can take it to the governor, and the governor like, oh yeah, go right ahead. Yeah, we're gonna have you investigate.
Are there guards outside?
Yeah, there are guards outside. You would have to probably scale the wall or something before you actually did any picking or anything like that at the front door.
Yeah, I mean, I assume that there's a spot without guards that we can try to, climb.
Yeah. If you want to do that, go ahead and make me an athletics check, please. Way to go, girl. That is a good ass roll.
This is also a pretty good roll, but
What'd you get?
16.
Okay, she like you're starting to climb and she's already on the other side waiting on you.
Good enough.
Alrighty. Alrighty, you guys have scaled the wall. Do you proc your pass without a trace and invisibility still?
Yeah, I'll do that now.
I need stealth with advantage and you're plus 10. She's doing damn good. Whoever's eating to the mic, please stop.
25.
Okay, that's a 37 for her. You get to the front door. It is locked. She's going to pull out a pair of lock-picking tools. These lock-picking tools look weird, though, to you. It looks like spider legs, almost.
Cool.
And you watch this, she'll pull out, like, this little, like, it looks like the body of a spider, but with no legs, and she'll, like, put two of the tools in two of the slots for its 8 legs, stick it up to the lock, and you'll hear it, and it'll unlock it. She'll look to you and do like the silent and walk symbols.
Yep, I will do just that.
Okay. You make your way into the lovely, lovely mansion. There is the governor's to the right, magistrates to the left, the stairs that lead to the balcony up top, and then 2 more doors going. If you go forward, there's 2 more doors down at the south end. One that reads infrastructure and one that reads finances.
Well, considering this is the lady of infrastructure, that's probably our best bet.
Just let you know in case you want to start doing some other digging.
No, that's I've got, a solid few rounds here, so I don't want to waste them.
Yep. Go ahead and I'm probably gonna say your visibility will wear off once you get into the room a little bit. The lock is popped, and you guys are into the not governors, but the infrastructure lady's room as the doors close behind you. You are standing in a small little office. There is a desk basically a little bit towards the back. There's multiple filing cabinets. There is a little locked, brandy shelf kind of thing.
Yeah.
2 bookshelves on the other side of the wall. And besides that, yeah, that's about all you see in the room.
Does she have a high investigation?
She does. Do you?
No, so can I help her start looking through stuff so she just has auto advantage?
Well, she specifically is looking for hair and stuff like that. You're looking for the documentation.
Gotcha, okay, I'll start looking for documentation then.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an investigation. Do you have anything to do that would give you advantage?
No, I really wish I did.
Okay. If you want to wait a little bit, this might add more. If you want to wait, this will make you have to roll another stealth check if you wait. But you can wait until she's done finding the hair and she can assist you.
Yeah, I'll just roll that stealth because I've got automatic advantages anyway. And the plus
I'll say at this point your invisibility though is up.
That's fine.
Go ahead and roll another stealth for me.
30.
Okay. Now go ahead and roll me that investigation with advantage. She has found what she is looking for.
Well, could I give her the advantage to find the documents instead?
What's your modifier?
It's only a +2, an investigation.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you can give it to her.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh shit, that fell all the way to the floor.
Huzzah.
Okay. You guys are digging and digging and digging, going through the stuff, and you're not, unfortunately, you're getting a little frantic in the way you're digging to the point, you're making a mess that you don't think you could clean up. So it will show that someone has gone through the office. when she finds a book. It looks like a ledger book, and she's like, and you watch her open up the book, and then there is a quick snap of a bright light as exploding runes go off. There's a loud, cacophonous bang in this office. So unfortunately, she no longer has a head. And you now start hearing the sounds of like rushing feet towards that office. What do you do?
Well, first off, since she's dead, I'm stealing those spider tools.
Okay, go ahead and make me an investigation to see if you can find it on her body.
Shit, 10.
You find nothing on this woman's body.
That is fine. Since I still have Pass Without a Trace, is there a window?
There is a window. As you look out the window, it leads to like a cliff's edge that would lead you probably a good 50-foot drop to the stony water at the bottom.
That's okay. I can just sneak around the building, so that's... I mean, I assume that window is just broken.
No, that window is fine right now, unless you want to break it.
Really? With that big bang that didn't blow up the window?
No, it did not blow up the window. It's the way she was facing, it would have blown her head towards the bookcases, not the window.
Is the book still intact, though?
No, the book is destroyed.
Okay, then,
the book was the charger. Like, the whole thing went up. Are you gonna, like, smash through the window? What do you want to do?
You know what? This is gonna be risky. I'm going to just try to sneak back the way I came.
Okay, you hear sounds of someone at the door, and, like, hear someone, like, trying to jiggle it, and you hear it's not locking. Then you hear the sounds of, like, a shoulder slamming through the door as you see coming smashing through that door, like, completely knocking off the hinges to the ground. You see one of those coral armored individuals. And you see him kind of, like, looking around. Oi, there's a body. Get the others. Let's see, him and another coral individual will go to the lady's body, and they're going to start investigating. You go ahead and make me another stealth check. Try to get out. You're not invisible, by the way. I will let you know that.
I know, but I still have Pass Without a Trace and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
26.
You make your way out the door, but there are just people everywhere, just going everywhere and everywhere. And like you're doing that, Kronks from Emperor's New Groove, like flat against the wall, tiptoeing around, like shit. You see the magistrate, the governor, and this who you assume to be this Lady Ciliandum, as they're in nightgowns, but they each have a weapon or an item drawn. And you see this like mage in like very nice wizarding attire is holding a stick, and it's starting to like flicker and glow with like a bluish black color, and he's like, "Hey, someone's here with magic! Someone's here with magic!" Go ahead and make me another stealth roll. Do me a favor, remove your +10 from this stealth roll.
That's fine, I still have advantage on it. And,
Yep.
While that's happening, I am going to just change my face into a generic human so that I can... Actually, no, I won't do that. I have the documentation, so it's all good. That's not so great. That is... Yeah, that's a 12, but that's alright. I still have an ace up my sleeve if I get caught.
You see this dude like point the staff at you, and your body begins to glow like this bright luminescent color.
That's fine. I will just stand up and go, "Hey, now I know this is awkward. I don't know who the hell that was in there. I was just trying to investigate the dead father, and that lady, while I was trying to look for things, ended up blowing herself to hell."
Make me a deception check.
Oh, I thought ever I needed that. 19.
The hell were you doing in my office about a dead father? You see, is that lady that you now pretty sure is Lady Celine Dion, as she said that?
Celine Dion, really?
I'm sorry, that was messed up, but Lady Celine Dion. But yeah, she's like, what the hell were you doing in my office about this?
I was already in here. I was going to...
How were you already in here? The night was over. None of the guards let you in.
I know, I had to let myself in over the fence because it would be easier to come talk to the governor about what I needed permissions for that way. I was just going to allow myself to get captured by them guards, but none of them were around. Then I heard noises in your office, and I thought, well, that's weird. It's nighttime. Everybody's supposed to be in sleep. So I went and saw it, and that's when, my goodness gracious, that lady's head blew the hell off. And I got spooked, so I tried to get on out of here because I didn't like the finger pointing aspect of all this, and it's weird that the investigator would nearly get his head blown off, trying to reveal news.
Investigate. What is he speaking about, Salia? Okay. It is governor to you. Mr. Walbrook, if you want to speak to me, go through the official channels. Don't do something that's going to get you arrested, because this is getting you detained until we get more details. So if you'd be so kind as to come with our guards, you are going to the jail.
As long as I can speak to you in the jail to reveal my information, because I feel more comfortable speaking to you in private about this matter.
We will see. There is a lot to discuss. For instance, why there's something just exploded into one of my politicians' offices.
That's part of what I needed to speak to you about, why I feel uncomfortable speaking about it now. I don't feel like I'm safe. I feel safe with you.
If I had to make a guess. You see her kind of like start mumbling something under her breath. If you want to give me a perception check.
Jeez. Oh, man, that's an 11.
Yeah, you don't hear her, unfortunately. Gods, just take him away, please. We will discuss this in the morning. For now, heighten security, take care of the body, and find out if we have another you-know-what running around.
I do apologize. Look, if I guess I should have just...
Mr. Wahlberg, I ask you kindly to just go willingly and do not make a fuss.
I'm not. I just wish to apologize. I got too excited. I really love my work, and I was so excited to tell you about it. I just didn't want to wait, and I really hope we can speak in the morning.
You can put a requisitional form in, and we can speak about this. Until then, you will be taken to the jail and stripped of your weapons and armor.
That's perfectly fine.
And you, if you don't fight, are led off to the jail of this port city. And that is where we're going to end the session tonight, as the rest of the party makes their way home to sleep. And old Mark Wahlberg is being arrested.
Hey, so long as the party can do their part and get this thing going, I'm in the clear.
Well, now they have to go raid the ship without you. Well, maybe not. They don't have to do it right away if they don't want to. But they have to do it before they get the documentation.
It's best if they do.
So yeah, that was something.
Yeah, another NPC just dicked me down.
She rolled a natural. She rolled a 2 and a natural 1. I was like, fuck. Okay. Because yeah, so the DC for that room was 25.
Oh, that would have been unobtainable.
Well, so the reason why is because there's like 3 things in there that you can find that are extremely incriminating. And if you failed the DC, one of 3 things would happen. But because basically a nat 1, she got the worst outcome, which is Hi, I found the decoy that is exploding runes. Boom.
Even
You
with
found the glyph of warding.
even
It
with
goes
the
boom.
advantage, you went that route.
Yeah. I got really bad rolls, dude.
I'm done trusting in NPCs. They keep screwing me every time.
That's why I was like, hey, are you sure you don't want to do it? Because I rolled beforehand and she had the double nat ones, and I was like, are you sure you don't want to do it?
I keep getting literally nothing burgers, and I had a +2 to investigation. It would have never worked.
Yeah, I mean, you would have been the one who took in the exploding runes then, so it just is what it is. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do the outro here. Our resident murder hobo, Chaos War Priest.
Hey, I'm not that bad. But you can find me here causing absolute madness with these fuckers as Chaos War Priest. You can find me on PlayStation as Chaos War Priest. If I'm not fucking around on Helldivers, I'm fucking around doing my own thing on Elden Ring. We are speed running Lane Doll to get to the DLC, people. I've already beaten Moog on my end. We just have to beat it on my brother's ends.
Mm-hmm. Next up, our fluffy wuffy Mr. Sister Sheep.
Hi, I'm Defective Sheep. You could follow me on Instagram at defective.sh33p. Follow me on X at defective-s_sh33p. You could follow me on I believe Blue Sky at just Defective Sheep. And also I'm currently I'm an artist. You can follow me on Discord, where you can talk to me as well as our other artists, such as Demolition Fox and Lady Ithabound, and discuss art art commission has the best deal for you. That's right, you.
Speaking of that, do go check out Demolition Fox, folks. She is looking to make some commissions because she needs to get a new PC. The man that was 2 hours late, but we still love him no matter what, Marky Mark.
Yeah. Sorry about that, and hopefully it won't happen again for a while. But schedule work.
Hey, it is what it is, man. We've had this conversation before. Real life comes before the game.
But yeah. You can find me here. Hopefully on time from now on. But yeah.
Next up, a good friend of somebody's. Mayor Spicetown.
You can find me here getting boned by every NPC that Flame puts on the map. You can also find me. I'm so sick of your NPCs.
I'm sorry.
You guys gotta raid that ship without me. I'm cooked. You can find me on YouTube, where I'm not getting boned by Flames NPCs. You can also find me on TikTok, also not getting boned by Flames NPCs. Yeah, that's about it.
I'm sorry, dude. It was double nat one. I was like,
I am
I was just
not
like,
trusting your NPCs ever again.
I think I'm gonna start using my loaded dice on the NPCs. That way you get some decent rolls. All right. Last but certainly not least, the man, the myth, not a legend, but a legend in his own right. Chaos War or Space Wrecker. I'm so sorry.
Hey, I don't need 2 spotlights, man.
I'm so tired.
Holy shit.
It's. I think you're forgetting somebody, but I think you'll do yourself last. So
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna do myself at all.
Well, there's also Mark.
We already did Mark.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
anyway,
You're all a bunch of dingleberries.
tell him, Harley. It's me, Space Trucker. You can find me on the Clock app while it's still up and running. I've been cooking in the background. I got some stuff going.
I
Oh,
can breathe.
no.
Puppy.
We gotta figure out a title for this one.
Clusterfuck.
Nope, not appropriate.
Flame boned me.
Way too meta. And
The-
also inappropriate.
The book did what?
Goodbye NPC.
Booked.
Booked. I mean, yeah.
The Wonderful Adventure. Oh,
Booked,
I was
love
about to
that.
say the one. Yeah, booked is a much better title.
House case.
Oh.
Harley.
Should we name it that? Just Harley?
No, what sense does that make?
Because we have Harley talking to us.
So what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
The-
mean,
talks
Harley
talks
ca-
every freaking
Harley
night.
cameo.
how
He
about,
talks
how about
most
house case?
episodes.
I
Is that a
Yeah.
head case?
Head case is actually really good too.
Yeah, let's go head case. 'Cause this one
I
is a
love it.
head case.
Alright.
So,
I mean, I have one, but it's inappropriate.
Yeah, so then-
Airborne
So
head.
that- so that's gonna be interesting. I've got to check my rules for Coastal Fire's laws. Mayor, either you're gonna sit there until they can find you innocent, or you're gonna be out within a day.
Oh,
We
So
need
it's
I
either
mean,
or.
I thought of a different title.
as long as I
Case
get
detective.
to, as long as I get to talk to the governor, because I'm going to set these guys up for a layup and just say, hey, here's the truth. I really was starting to suspect what's her name because of rumors I heard around town. So that's why I was in there investigating. I still have no idea who the hell that lady was who blew her head up, but that's just the way she goes.
I mean, yeah, maybe you will get your talk with the governor. I will allow that. I'm not gonna be so mean to be like, no, she ain't gonna talk to you. No, I understand that.
Anyway, we gotta go. So, bye everybody. Adios.
Yeah, good night, everybody.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Everybody.